and welcome to this April Nova Cup. Joining me on the cast, I'm very pleased to announce Bosun. Hello, how are you?
Hi, hi. Well, I'm very rusty on Legion. Not
Aren't
gonna
we
lie.
all, my friend? Aren't we all? There's a reason we cast and we don't play, right? But
Yeah, I had my first matches in like 7 months since I moved.
yeah,
It was rough. It was rough. Started from Diamond.
worth
Oof.
it though. I have to say, you're looking very swish there in your new apartment, and the new hoodie as well. Very good.
Yeah, I mean, it's been lying in my closet for like 4 or 5 months, waiting for this opportunity.
Just needed
The
a
girlfriend
reason
has
to
been
wear it,
like,
eh?
has looking for an excuse to make me wear it so she can steal it. But I was told her no. I'm waiting for the Division 1 cast.
Got the astronaut helmet on there.
Oh, dude, my head's
it's
still
it's a
too big for that.
pretty deep dish hood, that's for sure. But hey, look, we've
Yeah.
got some games to talk about, Bosun. So not only hoodies and houses, but we're going to have some pretty banging games on for the show today as well. So this first matchup is going to be between a Dam's Atrocity, two of the pretty decorated players here in Nova Cup. We see them every month. We quite often see them in the finals. I believe they've won at least once. I know they have separately. I don't know if they have together. But anyway, two very decorated, seasoned players. And their opponents in this first round will be Ateria and Shadowwings. So Ateria, certainly a newcomer to the scene, I think it's fair to say. Only picked up the game as part of the Epic's Game Store thing a while ago, and has managed to storm the ladder. And now he's here in Division One Nova Cup, so credit where due. Shadowwings, another kind of old school, very seasoned player. He's been in Nova a bunch of times as well, but certainly a first time pairing here for Eteria and Shadow. So I'm excited to see what they've got in store for us. Do you have any predictions, Bosun, in terms of these two teams?
It's hard not to go with veterans, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So
Um,
I think
us,
the edge certainly will go to a Dam's and Atrocity. Um,
I
but
would go as
upsets,
far as giving like 80% win chance. It's
yeah,
tough, but
80 might be harsh. I think things can always happen in a game of Legion, you know. Roles are very important, mastermind pairings are very important. And I also think that. Do you know what? I don't actually know that much about Ateria's gameplay, again, because he is such a newcomer. He's never been in Division 1 before. But certainly Shadowwings, or Dumbo the Elephant as he goes by these days, he plays very high risk, high reward type gameplay, right? So he will often go for these super starvy plays in the early mid game that will put him at a really big disadvantage in the game. But if they pay off, like if his six wave save may just end up one shotting your king, you know, then that's a way to win games. So even though they are the underdogs, I mean, I don't think anyone's disputing that. They're clearly the underdogs in this match. Um, they can cause upsets. And I think Shadow's playstyle in particular is designed to create those upsets. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them at least take one game. Um,
I mean, 80% win series, not 80% win the first round.
I see, okay.
I'm not, I mean, 2-1 is very reasonable guess, but I don't
Yeah,
see them taking the series very likely,
yeah,
given
yeah,
how Shadow is known for his high risk, high reward gameplay.
yeah,
I've been
yeah,
on the receiving end of those Ghost Knights on 8 a couple of times.
yeah.
It does not feel good.
Traumatic memories indeed.
Yeah,
Um,
just
I,
talking about it make my brings back old wounds.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The other side to Shadow's gameplay is that it can like turbo enable his teammate, right? So if he plays with a very strong carry player, then it can also work that way, where Shadow just gives his teammate like the easiest game of their life, and their 30 workers on wave 10 and all the rest of it, and they just carry the game from there. Now, I don't know, again, Atiria's game style that well, but maybe he's going to end up being that sort of carry player. We'll have to see. I think it's going to go one of two ways. I think either it's going to be like a classic support carry pairing, or it's going to be like very all in plays in the from pretty early on in the game. like Ogres on 7, Four Eyes on 7, that sort of thing. But we'll see. Okay, I've got a
The
Schnerd
Shadow
saying you
special.
could be a little bit louder. Let me play with that. There we go. Alright, I've played with volume levels a little bit, so hopefully that's fixed. Thank you, Schnerd. And okay, we should see a lobby available pretty soon. We do. We have a lobby.
I'm in it.
You're in it
Waiting
already.
for
My
a download.
God, this co-caster is on the ball today.
Fastest joiner in the West.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, there's still 4 minutes until game starts, so
Yeah, we've got plenty of time. So yeah, I mean that's certainly the type of gameplay I'm expecting from Shadow and Atrocity. One of two things. From Atrocity and Adams, I mean they're two
value
very
down.
extremely well-rounded players, right? Like if they want to, they can just play very income heavy in the early game, but they're no strangers to Mimics on 7 themselves. So I don't know.
And from what I remember, they're both fan of both Chaos, Redraw, and
For
the
sure.
late game Masterminds.
Yeah, they are definitely. It probably depends on what Legion spells they see available, but a lot of it might come down to their read of their opponents as well, right? So if they're expecting to just play a very starved game, then you don't really want to be playing a late game Mastermind anyway, because like Chaos, when you're forced to stay on 10 workers wave 10, isn't going to scale into the late game any better than Cartel that might have just given you an easier time to get through that starve would. So I don't know.
Taking the fact that Shadow has famously said that he likes to sui to end games early to prevent roll diff having such an impact.
Yeah,
Late Masterminds might be that powerful in this matchup. But let's see how much Shadow can ruin the days of his opponents.
yeah.
He is known. He is known for the starve.
He is known. We actually had a ladder game against him, Green and I, just before the Nova stream, and I think Shadow gave him something like the king up on 1 into wave 6, into wave 10, into wave 16 treatment.
Classic.
I mean, I was having fun. Green Spirit maybe a bit less so.
Who cares about Green? Yeah, it's a classic.
It is a classic. It is a classic. I'm excited to see these guys, and I promised Eteria a while ago that if he made it into Division 1, I would cast his game. So promise kept, I think is what's up here. So, but I am excited to see how they can come out of this, and it is a very tough matchup for them. Again, Atrocity and Adams, two incredibly talented players, but good. Let's give them a challenge and see how they step up to it. And it is a group stage, of course, so the loser of this series is not straight out of the tournament. They do get another chance, while the winner will move up to the winner's bracket. Now, also in this half of the bracket, we have the Spont Machine, so that's Fine and Sagittarius. And they're playing It's a Mess, which is Chances and Shady Nasty. A couple of other newer players, I think, or at least players that I certainly haven't seen in Nova before.
Yeah. That is, we might, I mean, I'm not being pessimistic or anything. I'm just looking at my own estimated win probability, but the loser bracket might be very competitive.
Yeah.
Not
It's cool, though. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, there's two teams that both are Nova champions separate. One of them are Nova champions as a team.
Yeah.
They're pretty good team chemistry. I mean, it's gonna be rough for the underdogs. Group with 2 underdogs.
That's for sure. But last month, I think the underdogs won both brackets, right? So I think we had the lowest seed in both brackets went through first.
That was Fizzlebutt. That doesn't count.
Yeah, Fizzlebear is a bit of a beast. That's true.
I mean, he is nicknamed Fizzlebeast for a reason. I'm just saddened that he was unavailable this weekend.
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to casting him and Julius again. Oh, actually, I haven't had a chance to cast them I just had the glory of watching them last month.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty entertaining gameplay with the perfect amount of craziness.
Yeah, I really loved watching Fizzlebear and Tube this last month. It is a shame that they didn't manage to sign up again this month. That was a treat to watch. And they played really well, right? Like they absolutely stormed their side of the bracket and got through to the semi-finals and all the rest of it. So it would have been really nice to see them again this month. But fingers crossed for May, eh?
It's just sad that Tubes had to play with handicap on this Sunday. Shout out Lucy.
Where's your Norwegian pride there, eh?
Well, she's from the other side of the country,
Oh, okay.
so there's just local pride.
Okay, fair.
I'm West Coast, she's the East Coast.
Okay. I didn't realize you were beefing like that.
Oh yeah, I'm redneck. She's like city gal.
Very good, very good. All right, do we have... We are... Okay, we have Adams in the lobby now, so we should be able to get into the game. He likes to make an entrance, apparently. All right, so we've talked a lot about this first matchup here. We're about to see how it plays out. Adams and Atrocity, very well-seasoned players, against perhaps the underdogs of the series. That is, of course, Eteria and Shadow Wings. Very excited to see how they play this one, and I am expecting to see some high risks taken, and we'll have to see whether or not they can get those high rewards as well. Still waiting for the players to press go, by the way. If there's any more padding, Bosun, that would be appreciated.
Cheers.
Hey, there we go.
I got a loading screen.
They've
I
pressed
was running on
go.
blanks there.
All right, we should be able to get the game underway as soon as the loading is done. And here we go. Game number 1. Let's go. All right. What do you think of these Legion spells? What do they say to you?
I don't know, but I'm having a technical difficulty.
Okay.
let me just validate some game files real quick.
No worries, no worries. All right. So I will talk about the masterminds. We've got Dumbo with the Fiesta pickup. So he's pretty experienced with that mastermind. His teammate Eteria is on the cash out. So two very good early game focused masterminds. But we have the Fiesta pickup on the other side as well here for Atrocity. He's sending into Dumbo. So Fiesta into Fiesta generally tends to favour the player who is sending the other. Adams, he's on the champion as well. So we've got two really powerful early game masterminds in the champion and cash out, and they are supporting their two Fiesta teammates. Also very exciting this month, we get to see those lane skins in action. So Dumbo the elephant here rocking a lane skin of his own design. It's looking very swish over here in lane 3. How's your loading situation, Bosun? Are you still...
I'm launching the game.
He's launching, okay. All right, and on top of that, we have 3 interesting Legion spells. We've got 2 very aggressive pickups there with the press the attack and counter attack, and only 1 defensive spell there with the Saviour. So I could expect to see some pretty good aggressive plays coming out on wave 11-12. We'll have to see how the players have adapted to that. Eteria does have Priestess of the Abyss. Zarya, of course, one of the better towers in the game to hold wave 11 aggression. Both our Fiesta players are leaking here to the no-send. Dumbo coming off slightly worse there with the nerfed Bone Warriors 42% leak. Alright, we do have a Lizard send coming out here from Dumbo into Adams. Adams, I mean, he has a champion Pipsqueak though. I mean, I know this unit has been nerfed roughly 10 times in a row, but surely a champion Pipsqueak is going to be doing just fine, even against a Lizard here on 2.
I think it leaks at least without the boss.
I mean, I think it might leak, but it shouldn't be too bad, right? Like, the champion is broken.
Yeah, but do you risk it with the Fiesta teammate?
Oh, you mean without adding the buzz?
Yeah.
No, I think adding the buzz is always what he should have done, but 30% leak is fine. Fiesta teammate, he's going to be leaking as well. 33, so a little bit of king damage. Shadow holds his snail send here. And First Blood does go the way of the short guys. So Dumbo and Eteria, they have got this game off the way they want it to start, I think.
It's pretty decent 2% edge
Yeah.
from Jules.
Shaving that king HP. We do have the first power send of the game, though, coming out here from Atrocity into Dumbo. 68 gold, best he can do, another Fire Archer, yeah. I mean, Fire Archer's really strong for that early game, and at the very least, it's going to be able to pick off a whole bunch of wave creeps.
I was just about to say Hunter no balls, but with that Robo coming in, that's pretty rough.
Yeah, that hunt would have required some big old balls, I think. So 60 send here into Dumbo. He will be leaking decently, I think. But teammate's going to be covering with that Priestess, of course. So 51% there. Adams leaks to the income send. Atrocity does hold. He actually got a flower out here with his Fiesta.
That was pretty decent.
That's pretty decent. It's a full cover here from Eteria, while slightly more king damage going the way of the short guys. So again, they're looking pretty good this game.
Progress being made. Eteria playing safe. I think I like it with Shadowings being wild. But I think if I'm Shadow, I hunt her every time.
Yeah, I think he should as well. Like the fire, and he does. Fire Archer is so good on 4. He has 3 of them, so he needs to take advantage of that early game unit as best as he can, and I think he is doing so.
Late game Fire Archer functions the same as a Grawl. Sell them for a little bit boost.
Sell them later on, yeah. Use that regen ability while you can, and then get rid of it. I think Bone Warrior line benefited a lot from the 70% sell buff.
What's happening in lane 1?
Ooh, okay. I was watching the wrong lane there. Atrocity actually leaking to the Lizard, 54%. I mean, Fiesta, sure, but you kind of hate to play AoE towers with Fiesta, right? Because that's what ends up happening. You leak half the wave.
AoE towers are usually very Boolean when it comes to how much you leak.
Yeah.
Either you full house or you don't leak at all.
Here's the thing, though. Dumbo and Eteria already starting to turn the screws here in the very first game. They've got a bunch of Mythium stocked up. When do they decide to pull the trigger? That's the question. Eteria actually going for a post-income Hermit here into Atrocity. That is not what I had on my possible outcomes thing here. Fire Archer dying very, very quickly for Atrocity. He will kill the boss? He will, okay. Not much else, though. Alright, 69% leak. Not a bad outcome there from the post-ink Hermit. Oh, and Shadow with a very juicy Fiesta indeed. Very nice.
If you're Shadow and Eteria, do you go 7? Or do you cringe all the way to 8?
It's hard to say, because I think anything that I would say, you would just have to add 1 or 2 to come up with what Shadow's actually planning, right? So I think 7 looks very sensible, and they already have a ton of Mythium. But I wouldn't be surprised for Shadow to just go for like a Kraken on 8 or something crazy like that.
As of now, it looks very... Oh, never mind. He looked very suspectable for Ghost Knight on 7 as well. But he added that gun.
Yeah, gun changes things, right? Adams actually has a really nice role, it has to be said.
Yeah. I don't mind it.
It can maybe fall off a little bit in the late game where he doesn't have any auras and such, but the individual unit quality there is very strong.
Change the boss for a Howler and it's basically perfect. For to use the passive.
Use the passive indeed. Alright.
Oh, the Ogre. on 7.
Ogre on 7, let's go. Adams is going to be 850 value when he finishes building. I assume he just adds another badger.
Oh, I thought he saw the gun disappeared from my tab mini scoreboard. I thought he
Oh,
sold the gun.
he re-rolled. Okay, that's what was taking Adams a while to build there. The important thing is that this thing lives, and it's actually off-tanking perfectly. That's incredible aggro there for Adams.
Yes.
It goes down now, of course, but it did
Oh, the
its
slimes
job
are
and
perfect.
then some.
That is a pretty decent hole.
That's just perfection there from Adams. He leaks only the Ogre, and Atrocity is just full holding here against the double Brutes End. Okay, all in play has successfully been defended, I think it's fair to say. This Ogre will still do some damage against the King, but... oh, it wastes its spell on the Fire Archer as well! Oh no! This aggro is just worst case scenario for Dumbo. Alright, I mean, that was pretty lackluster, Bosun. They were expecting a little bit more king damage than, what's that, 10% or something from that play.
I was hoping for blood.
Yeah.
Now Jules is favoring Atrocity and Adamus.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what we talked about pre-game, right? It's like, they're gonna play high risk, high reward, but the problem with a high risk play is when it fails, if it fails, it can put you in a pretty bad position.
Yeah. And Adamus built the badge from what, wave 4? He was
Yeah.
ready for the wave 7.
He was ready for it, and then he built the gun on 6 as well, right? Like, he just kind of read it like a book, and that paid off for him big time.
He's a Shadow Whisperer.
Yeah. And the resend snails is easily defended. Having said that, Atrocity actually does leak. Wow, 900 value leaking to snails. Interesting.
That is probably all in the Disciple RNG.
Yeah. A lot of his units are pretty bad on 8, right? The Gate Guard, the Skybot, the Flower.
The only arcane tank he has is a Water Elemental.
Yeah.
Aqua Spirit, sorry.
Here's the send. So Mole comes out from Atrocity into Dumbo. What will he be able to add? I think a Brute is the most he can afford to stick on top.
With that board, do you hunt on wave 9?
For Dumbo? I mean...
yeah, he has 0 impact damage. Sorry, he has 2 small rats for impact damage.
Yeah, his board looks pretty bad on 9. He unhunts. Okay.
Yeah.
That was pretty clutch. I think you're right. I think he could have leaked very badly if that rat was underground.
Yeah, because that rat is pretty much his entire damage, yeah.
Yeah. Like this, he might end up with a half-decent Fiesta.
Yeah, I mean, the Alpha is just... you get tank value on this wave.
Super tanky. The Casket gets off a ton of spells, which is obviously not great damage for the wave, but it does reduce incoming damage.
Yeah. It just lets the back rat slap.
Mm-hmm. It also gives him good focus as well, right? So he never ends up getting stuck on the mole. Perfect. Oh. That's a full send and a really nice Fiesta there for Dumbo. So great presence of mind, honestly, to keep that rat above ground at the last second. I think, honestly, that rat probably is the difference between this being the 20% leak and like 50 or 60.
That rat did exactly the same damage as his Fire Archers.
Yeah.
Surprisingly. Fire Archers are good, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Iron Maiden. Check that damage dealt. The Fire Archers are OP.
Let me see if I can bring this up real quick. Oh my god, Fire Archers. Insane. Alright, sorry, I didn't... I wasn't familiar with your game, Fire Archers.
Where's that spreadsheet? Isn't Fire Archers like pretty on par with Zeus for getting Disciple buffed or mana buffs? Damage per mana?
They should be pretty good, right? I mean, you see how quickly they run out of mana here, so if they can get some mana from an outside source, that's a lot of damage. Oh, is Eteria going for a leak? No, okay. Does full send Atrocity here, though, on 11, and Atrocity looks pretty strong. Skybot's hard to
Isn't this
break
just
here.
solo with this one at full damage consistently?
Yeah.
I mean, minus 400.
Oh, he's going for a Ghost Knight post-income. Okay, with the press the attack. All right.
I'd take it all back.
Yeah, Eteria, come on. That's a really spicy play.
I didn't know Shadow had thought you nasty things. What is this?
I mean, Shadow could send 260 himself if he wants to go press the attack.
Yeah, but do you ever force on Dillimarian on 11?
Yeah, it's hard, right?
Yeah, that's 15 seconds and it can out-heal the wave.
Alright, this thing is now going to be stuck on the Ghost Knight forever, so he's never going to be able to kill that. The flip side, though, is the Skybot is on the wave. I feel like adding the snail may have been a pretty big mistake there for Eteria.
Yeah.
Still a very chunky leak.
That is
109%! Okay, never mind. The snail was fine. The snail was fine. He knows what's up.
That's a lot of gold.
It's a lot of gold. A lot of gold going the way of Eteria. It's a shame there's no king damage, though.
Oh, Jules did not like that.
No, he is now 69ing the Dam's an Atrocity.
It's the curse.
It is the curse. That means Dumbo and Eteria have got this game in the bag, right?
Oh, indeed. I mean, Dumbo has 400 Mythium.
Yeah.
Do you ever 14 here across the board?
14 is interesting because, I mean, he has the champion Lumerian, right? But at the same time, everything else on his board is pretty good on 14. He has the badges, the slimes, the sovereign. I think it's a really tough choice now for Dumbo where he wants to go. Meanwhile, what about the opponents? Like, I don't think they want to go 13, with Eteria showing Doomsday already, and Dumbo showing the Catapult. So it might come down to, like, a mutual wave 14 send.
Yeah. I mean, Eteria probably just preps 3 masks, so he's very ready.
Let's have a look. He does, okay. So Eteria is getting full ready for wave 14.
No, he backs out.
Changing his mind, okay. Oh no, the antler is not it. That's maybe the worst, the worst thing he could have done.
With 400 value, antler is white man is not it.
Yeah, especially when it's only buffing 2 units, right? So
yeah,
he's playing for a 13 send, which I have to respect. But at the same time, he probably could have just sold 2 masks and got a Doomsday.
Yeah. Even still, masks are pretty good on 13.
The masks are pretty good on 13. They do kite the wave a lot.
With the Zamba.
The Zamba was nice, but the send is coming 14, and now he has a white mane buffing 2 antlers.
Yeah, but, you know, he's going to have the shrooms on
it.
Surely it's value.
Alright, everybody has sent. Shadow, very undervalue. He has the lowest value in the game. Eteria, really strong on this wave. I actually wouldn't be surprised if Eteria just full holds, even with that white mane on board. Like, everything else that he has is pretty good on 14, and he's plus 30 value. Meanwhile, Atrocity, also a super strong 14 build, honestly. That could be a hold as well. Adams, minus 400, but good unit quality, interesting. We'll have to see.
Adams is getting the largest send since he was skipped 11.
Yeah, Shadow has been putting the screws on for sure. The Four Eyes gets on the Sovereign very quickly. It won't be able to get the spell off. That's pretty big. Now that Lumerian is getting run down, this actually is going to be a pretty bad leak here for Adams. Atrocity, though, he makes it look easy. That's a full hold. Shadow, 67% leak. Eteria, oh no, he had to hold here. 56% leak. And Bosun, they have no king ups. with 2 Giga Mimics reaching the king, this is going to be a huge amount of king damage.
Jules is not gonna like that.
Jules will not like that one bit. If they even survive, these Mimics are not playing around.
They are legit slapping it. Is it GG's?
Holy moly. Okay. Okay,
Nerf
Mimics.
Giga Mimic.
Let's go. Okay, that was... Wow. Right. Well, I mean, look, I really like the addition of Giga Mimic into the game. I think it's fantastic to have just a really solid source of pierce damage. But those things slap on the king. That was crazy.
That's a lot of damage.
They were on 100%, Bosun. 100% HP.
With 1 king up. 2 king ups. 1 king up.
One king up, yeah. But I think Ateria should have held there, right?
I think it all comes down to him no balsing. I mean, if he just puts all his eggs into holding 14 basket, he holds.
Yeah,
he doesn't
yeah,
go
for
for
sure.
the white main on 13. He holds easily.
He made those 2 red masks on 13, and then he chickened out last second and turned them into a white main. He would have held.
Want a white man?
He would have held. They
2
would have
answers.
survived. Yeah.
I mean, even if you put down shrooms instead, that would be far superior.
Yeah, Shrooms is kind of splitting the difference. Like, they're not horrendous
Yeah.
on 13, and obviously they're very good on 14. So I kind of...
Exactly.
Yeah, not a huge fan of the white main play there. But again, this could just come down to being like the least tournament experienced player, right? Which is completely fine for Ateria. It's, you know, we welcome new players. It's great to get some new blood in the Nova Cup. Maybe he gets a couple more of these games under his belt and he can start to make those decisions a bit more sharply. But we'll have to see. This is 1-0 now in favour of Adames at Rosie T. Bit of a mouthful, their team name. Short guys, they need to win this game too if they want to stay in the series. But what are you thinking, Bosun? After seeing that first game, do you think they have it in them, or do you think it's going to be a 2-0?
I think we're getting some spicy shadow sauce right now.
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna see some original shadow tech.
So some Giga Starve or what?
I'm calling it wave 0 to 6, and then 6 to 11.
All right, let's go.
The shadow special. I've been on the receiving end on that more times than I'd like to admit. It's not fun. But I like the trustee's way of just Shadow's gonna fiesta, so let's just fiesta into him.
Yeah. All right, we've got a question about
Lucid decides.
it is Loser Decides, right?
I'm fairly certain. Ah, they changed order.
I might have to do a quick rules check on this one.
Think.
There you go. There's the rules. So the loser does have the decision on send order.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. Just a quick rule check. The players were talking about who wants to send to who, and sometimes these things can matter. So Atrocity didn't want to be receiving the shadow sends again, which is understandable. It's a lot of pressure. All right, we should be able to get into game 2 pretty quickly now that that's sorted. Yeah, so what are you thinking, Bosun, in terms of this game 2? How do you think it's going to play out? So a great shadowing starve from you, 0-6-11, and is that going to be successful? Will the high risk pay off with a high reward? Or do you think Atrocity and Adams will defend it again the way they did here on Wave 7?
The problem is, I think both Atrocity and Adamus is very familiar with the tactic from Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
And they've played it against him enough on ladder to know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be some leaks, but it's gonna be very. Adamus is gonna get giga fed. And it's gonna be 2.20,
2-0. Okay, that's your prediction.
unless they're going into a more classic strategy.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, in that case, I'm going to have to support the short guys, I think, over here. Solidarity, you know. And with that said, here it is. Game number 2.
Ooh.
All right.
Some aggressive king spells. It's always fun to see.
Scrapper pick up here from Atrocity. Okay, that's an interesting one. Very strong mastermind. And I think if you are expecting like a very all-in type of gameplay from your opponent, I think Scrapper can be really, really strong as long as you call it correctly. So, like in the previous game, right, Adams knew all along, it seems like, that the Big Send was coming on 7 and he built accordingly. With Scrapper, again, if you can read that properly, you can sell all of your weak towers on wave 7 and turn them into a Sovereign or another Badger or upgrade your gun or something like that. So can be very, very powerful in the right hands. And Atrocity, I mean, he's going to make those calls, right?
I mean, I think so. It's usually very predictable with Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
When he goes, he favors the ranged waves, all 7.
Yeah.
At least with the opening Pixie here. This is a wild opening.
This
What
is
is
a
Atrocity
really
doing?
interesting opening here from Atrocity. I mean, they know he's not Fiesta as well, right? Because...
I mean, he could be playing the Megamind, the 1 out of 16 or how many Masterminds there are now.
yeah, true.
But it's not very possible.
I mean, is this just insane? Is Atrocity showing us all the new tech? My god.
Uh,
What a juicer. I mean, that's like a better leak than
Uh,
the normal when you have two seedlings, right?
remind me to get his spreadsheet next time.
Yeah, hold on. I need to write down these coordinates. Let's
Someone
go.
screenshot this.
Let's just pause the stream. It's time to write down this in the spreadsheet.
That was glorious. But the problem is now that he got started, what does he do now?
Well, he just sold it. He just sold it and he keeps his rat above ground. He's Scrapper, so he only lost 1 gold from selling it. Oh, a post-income Dragon Turtle here from Atrocity. Ateria. I don't know how this will go because he has added the Angler as well.
Oh, Atrocity has the peak roll for getting started by Shadow.
Yeah.
He has the rats to hunt, and he has the pixie generate Mythium whenever, since he can't push workers.
Yeah.
It's just perfect.
That the post-income Dragon Turtle was wildly unsuccessful as well, so Ateria in a pretty good spot now, having no pressure on him from Atrocity. Here's the set. Shadow just going with income as well, so even though Atrocity's going to be strong here, it shouldn't really matter.
Atrocity with a treant, it's just value.
Yeah. Takes him a while to chew through the Fiend, but it's going to be a hold, I think.
I mean, we want us 5% leaker, 3%. That's the dream.
Has Pixie got this? I think Pixie's got this, yeah.
Oh,
Easy hold.
nerf claw pixie.
Yeah.
Imagine if
Overbuilder,
leaked
you see?
1 creep there. Yeah, it's all in this rat.
Jules is already in favour of Adam's Atrocity, by the way, giving them 58% win prob.
Could be the fact that Shadow started with 0 income and stayed 0 income until wave 3.
Yeah, and then didn't get a leak.
Yeah. That might do it.
Oh! Atrocity's done some scrapping already, it seems. We now have a Boom Tree in the lane over here.
Man, it's crazy. Sold the pixies.
Yeah.
Got the value and just sold it.
Keeps his rat underground. Now, this thing can leak pretty badly to a Brute on 5. Shadow not going for that play, though.
But I mean, even to brute on 5, all you need is like any tier 1 to delay it enough for it to one-shot the brute, and then it holds. At least
One
it
shot the
used to.
wave, yeah.
I haven't tried it in like 6 months, but it's pretty decent. Way worse than Wave 6, but I mean, on Wave 6 it just has these bad boys.
He's even hunting here as well. He is not scared. Alright, Shadowwing's already pinging Wave 8 furiously.
Yeah. How
he's
does
just going for
Atrocity
income.
kill a GK with a gun? It's a classic.
Oh man, he just turns the Tree of Knowledge into like a full Vulcan cannon or something.
Oh. Do you even? Or do you just send the gun and hope it kills the GK before the Tree of Knowledge dies? You sell the rats for double gun to kill the GK, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Shadow doing Cannoneer here. Where's the GK?
Yeah, that's unusual. I didn't have income sending as part of the repertoire. But the
It
game
was
is
not on the
going
bingo card.
the game is going pretty well. For
Pretty regular.
Atrocity and Adams, I mean, like they're in a pretty strong position economically.
Yeah. Income lead and worker lead.
And that's while Atrocity has been treasure hunting most of the waves as well.
Yeah, his red shadow like a book.
Mm-hmm.
Managed to keep the economy alive, even with the 0 to 3 skip.
Adams is doing fine against the snail send here on 6 as well. And they just decide to income it out. So Atrocity and Adams, I mean, just look at this income differential here, Bosun. So 86 versus 60, it's a decent chunk more. They're like 50% more income than their opponents.
It's really weird call from Etheria to run the Angler Factory when your teammate is enabling you like crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Because then you have 2 players that has ruined their economy all game.
And Adams is making the most of it as well, right? Like he's in a really good position with his workers. He has Pixie on the board as well, so he's getting even more Mythium than 11 workers would suggest. And yeah, he's having a pretty free game here with all of these income sends.
Yeah, and Shadow doesn't even reach the GK on 8, since he sent the Cannoneer on 6.
Yeah. He would have reached it
planning.
perfectly, right?
Yeah,
Would have had it easily.
and income. Your Shadow, where are you sending?
No.
What are you saving for? But what are you saving for? 9 into 3 on knowledge?
Siege Ram on 10.
Yeah, I can see it. I would love to see Atrocity scrap the gun for
Yeah, just turn the gun into a sovereign. Yeah, yeah.
Oh. That bad boy basically solos Wave 10.
This game is just flipping out of control here, I think, for the short guys. Game number 1 seemed a little bit closer. This game 2, Atrocity and Adams feel very far ahead already, and it's only Wave 8.
Yeah, the other game economy hit them hard.
Yeah. It's a rough one. It's a rough one. Don't want to call it over yet. They can still do something spicy, especially with that much Mythium stored up. But certainly from where I'm sitting, Atrocity and Adams feel like they're in a very strong position right now.
Let's see what Shadow decides to do with his Mythium. Etheria just got his KP power spike, so I'd like to see him have the worker lead, but I mean, he is half the income of Atrocity and Adamus. That Kingpin power spike could have been income.
Shadow does have the castle as well, right? So that should make up some of the income shortfall, but I think he's already looking at this sovereign and thinking, well, there goes my siege ram out the window.
I guess it's Wave 11, but then there's the Poda.
Yeah, I mean, Kraken. Poser's going to struggle.
Yeah, but Kraken, it's kind of rough.
The thing
into
is, Dumbo
equal split.
can't really afford to keep saving. He's on 800 value here, and yeah, there's the siege run.
Do you think Atrocity just... You sell the Tree of Knowledge and just get
He'll
the
sell
Sovereign, right?
something, like either Tree of Knowledge or, but he will have that Sovereign here.
Yeah. Just need to make sure that gun doesn't die.
This is a super long wave here with Dumbo leaking to the income sends. Does he get the Robo? He actually saves, okay. And yeah, Tree of Knowledge is gone, Sovereign is on the board, he even has another 148 gold to play around with, so I guess that's...
Please sell the gun and the Tree of Life on it.
That would be
Does it
rude.
out-heal the boss with Tree of Life?
I mean, it might. It might, because there's no damage coming in, right? Shadow sending full tanks, really. I mean, Hermit is kind of a tank. They're going for a full send themselves, by the way. Now, clearly the main action is here in Atrocity's lane, receiving a 400 Mythium send here on wave 10. Oh, the split aggro is kind of bis for Dumbo, though. The Sovereign's on the boss, and the gun is stuck on that siege ram. He'll never kill it. That's a big leak for
that's
Atrocity.
rough.
That's a decent leak for Adams as well. But Dumbo leaks, and Eteria actually coming in pretty clutch here, leaking just the Brute. A ton of king damage going the way. But once again, 0 king ops for the short guys means they're going to take a disproportionate chunk of king damage themselves.
Jules like that.
Yeah, that changed things. That's brought the game back pretty much level pegging. Like, I was kind of talking about things slipping out of control wave after wave, and then all of a sudden, with this big play on wave 10, the short guys are right back in the game.
I think the play was Tree of Life this Sovereign. Surely that's value.
That's so all in, though, right? Like, if you sell your gun, one, you have to know the send is coming on 10, because if you do that play and they skip, the game's over.
I think if you spot Shadow minus 209,
you've got a pretty good idea, yeah.
Leaking the double snail, you're fairly certain this set is coming 10.
Actually go for another full send here. Okay.
I don't like full sending KP and Catapult on 11.
Well, Dumbo has a very strong build for wave 11, so even though he's very low value, he's going to do just fine. And I don't think he minds a long wave here. Yeah, he has counterattack as well. That's just pure value for Dumbo.
That is legit just value.
And this time Eteria does his job. He's going to be able to hold. He should be able to cover most, if not all, of the leak as well. We might be seeing the start of Short Guy's victory here, Bosun. The last couple of waves have gone very well for them.
Let's see if they can maintain this pressure. Eteria is looking very rough on income front.
Oh, Dumbo had 3 rats underground that wave as well. So I was kind of worried about his work account, but if he's triple hunting every wave, that kind of makes up for it.
You say that, but with the leak and everything, those rats aren't interchangeable one-to-one with workers.
Yeah, true. Everyone's pretty low workers in this lobby, though, right? I mean, that's kind of the natural result from such a starved game. But nobody's feeling great right now.
Yeah, but when do you send?
Yeah, I don't know.
13?
It's tough, right? Like, Atrocity... Sovereign very strong on 13, obviously. The rest of his units not so much, though, and his value's looking very suspect.
And Shadow is in double 4-eye or 8-eye territory.
Yeah. Question is, can they afford to skip? Well, they do. So, all right. I guess it's going to be 14 from everybody then, because, like, looking at these values, there's just no way that either side can afford to skip wave 14.
Yeah. I mean, Jules is very fond of...
Yeah, the game is super even. Like, short guys, they have no king upgrades, same as in game 1. But Adam's Atrocity, like, sure, they've got a fully upgraded king, but they have 36% hit points, so any kind of decent leak, those king ups won't make a difference.
I mean, if they win this game, we're renaming the team the Short Kings.
Yes, okay, I'm down. Short Kings, let's see what they've got. Here's wave 14 coming up.
Sends across the board.
Atrocity did actually drop badges here on 13, so he sniffed the 14 send coming, and the sends are pretty big all around. Now, obviously, Dumbo should have the largest amount of Mythium here.
He has a lot of rocks.
Adams
don't-
with the hardened golem. That's a pretty good unit on 14.
I can, I mean, the Halo though is I can see him holding, but it's not landslide.
I don't think he's going to hold. I think too many of his units are bad on 14. So even though he's like crazy high value, I think there should still be a leak here from Adams. And Atrocity obviously receiving the 640 send there. The Four Eyes is now on the Sovereign, I believe. So even with all of that Tree of Life regen, the thing should go down, and it does. There's a leak for Atrocity, 67%. And Adams, he is leaking as well, despite being 3,000 value. But the short guys both leak as well. This is a race here, Bosun. I think both sides are about to receive lethal damage. The question is who goes down first? And at 36% King HP, the answer is Adams Atrocity. Yes! Let's go. There is the victory for the Short Kings, Bosun. You love to see it.
Graph.
Oh, let's bring this graph up on stream. My God, Bosun, look at that. I mean, we talked about it all the way through the game. Adams Atrocity, they were going from strength to strength, and here on wave 10 they had a 75% win probability. The huge leaks with a 400 send on 10 really brought things back to even, and then all of a sudden, with the wave 11 send, where Shadow barely leaked and Eteria fully held, that brings them right back into the game, and they're able to close things out on wave 14. Wow, that was an exciting game, Bosun. I think we've got a series on our hands.
I mean, that
Okay.
graph looks like Doofus McDoofus' investment portfolio. Shout out Doofus.
My God, shots fired.
I did not see that win coming in favor of the Short Kings.
The Short Kings, yeah. That was cash out castle usage there. All right. I'm very, very happy with the way they played that one. That was a fantastic comeback from the side of Eteria and Shadow. Well, that gives us a tied series, Bosun. So, I mean, given that I didn't actually think we were going to have a game 3, you know, I was I was ready to write things off around wave 7 or 8 last game. And then out of nowhere, Shadow and Eteria come back in fighting style. That was phenomenal, honestly.
That was very impressive. I was borderline checking the schedule to see what other match we were going to spectate afterwards.
Yeah.
But no, they brought it back.
Yeah.
I did not see them winning that on. I mean, wave 9, Shadow leaking over 50% to 2 snails.
Yeah. Yeah, that was I mean, presumably that was intentional, right? Like, Dumbo wanted to leak to no send there. The snails didn't really make a difference. He wanted a long wave. He knows he needs to send 400 Mythium on wave 10. He makes it happen, and that's the start of the comeback. Okay, so the players very eager to get this series decided. We are straight into game number 3 here. Let's go. This one is the decider, Bosun. So, Short Kings, who I wasn't even expecting to make it to game 3 here, now I'm kind of cheering for them to take the whole thing. What do you think?
I mean, I'm all team Short Kings, dude. I'm 175 tall, so I'm Short King.
All right, let's
We're
go.
all Short Kings.
Also, the only player with a lane skin rocking is Mr. Dumbo, so surely that's got to give him the edge, right?
I mean, Jules tends to favor people who spend money on the game.
Mm-hmm.
Legion is known as a pay to win.
So you
Everyone knows
reckon
that
Jules
skins
is like
make.
fiddling with the rolls and stuff behind the scenes?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
It was definitely Jules that gave Atrocity the aggro on 10, right? Where
Oh yeah,
his gun's on the ram and his sovereign's on the boss. Yeah.
that was Jules pulling the strings
Yeah. Nice one, Jules.
like a puppet master. Well played, Jules, indeed. That was legit whiz aggro.
Here's a first, by the way. We see Dumbo pulling out the Moneylender here in the crucial game number 3. So that's a mastermind we've never seen in Nova Cup before. I know Dumbo's been practicing it a lot on the ladder. I've been watching his streams. He plays it very well. The mastermind has received something like 15 buffs in a row. So I'm excited to see what he can do with it here. He has a phenomenal roll as well. Every unit in his role is flying. He has Leviathan. Let's go. Come on, Dumbo. Let's see what he can do.
Flying force. I would like to see a Terry actually starving for Dumbo here.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think Dumbo has the carry role here, for sure. Eteria, I mean, he can do things with that role, but it's like...
But why does he open Halo?
I mean, what else can he do? Like, it's a... Nekomata, I guess, is probably what I would have gone with. I just answer my own question.
Yeah. It's an easy Neko start. But then
Yeah.
again, why does he have Neko and Steeds?
Well, I think he has Steeds because he wants... So his plan here, like, he has a fantasy for an insane Arc of Justice with Champion being turbo buffed by the Steeds, with great balls to tank for it and all of that. And don't get me wrong, that is an extremely strong, like, Wave 21 build. It's maybe the best build in the game for Wave 21.
It's decent from 17 and onwards.
Yeah. But
And once you reach the threshold of insta-killing the imps with the boars, it's just chef's kiss.
yeah.
But up until that point, it's a pretty rough role to play with early game.
Well, that's the thing, right? And when you're in Nova Cup here, you can't really expect to play for a Wave 21 build. Like, you have to be strong in the early game, because if you're not, you're going to get steamrolled.
Yeah, and you can't force an income-heavy game. Yeah, I mean, the opponents might have a very different game plan.
Yeah.
And with your teammate being Shadow, known to end games early, it's a pretty rough role to pull off.
Oh, Atrocity has the new Brewpot unit in his role, by the way. So be excited to see. I don't think he has a great role for it. Like,
I mean, 33% of the time it buffs the attack speed of the DK.
I think it always buffs the attack speed of the DK. Oh, you mean like, yeah, okay, because he
Yeah,
has 3
every third
potions. Yeah.
flask.
Okay, I'm following. Took me a second. But ideally, I think like the best case for the Brewpot is when your carry unit uses all 3 buffs. So if you have like an Azeria or a Sovereign or a Phoenix, then they use the attack speed, they use the mana regen, and obviously any unit can use the healing, right? So something like that, Brewpot just goes absolutely insane. But it's never a bad unit. I think it's very, very strong right now, regardless.
It was recently nerfed, wasn't it?
It was recently nerfed, but I think it's still very, very strong.
But it's not a unit I would build before I had like 2 Death Dread Knights.
No, for sure. Like, it's a supportive unit, so you want to have your carry built first.
Yeah, I know. I think a single Dread Knight is not sufficient carry unit. So we're looking at maybe wave 16 before that bad boy is built. But then again, do you build a support unit when you're expecting a send?
The other thing is they kind of share the typings, right? So like a DK
Yeah.
and a Brewpot, they both fortified, and they're going to be weak on the same waves. So like 16, 18, 20, those units are going to suck.
Yeah. I haven't done the math on it, but how much of the power budget is in health on it? The regular kind? Like equal to DK? I haven't actually checked the health pool of it.
Yeah, good question. We'll have to ask Dark Quacker on that one. Get the spreadsheet out.
Yeah, where them sheets at? I mean, it's a perfect unit for Aristocrat, but I haven't had a chance to play as Aristocrat myself yet.
Yeah, it is. It's insane. Like, it really shines when you have 2 or more tier 6s. So that you get that buff on like a really expensive carry unit, then it can go nuts. Adams is leaking to an income send here.
What a scrub.
What a scrub
Yeah.
indeed, yeah. Eteria actually in a pretty strong spot, so that champion Halo, maybe he knows what he's doing after all, eh?
Maybe he is knower of a tech that we don't know.
Dumbo, how's he getting on over there? They actually have the worker lead this time around, the Short Kings. That's a change of pace.
Are we actually seeing Short Kings taking this game?
I mean, they're in a good
Alan.
spot right now, I think. Now, they're
Yeah.
also playing very differently. We haven't seen any long saves, and it's already wave 6. Like, this time last game, Shadow had already sent 5 brutes or something.
That is true. Nice -3.
Oh, I think Adams might be going for another leak. Never mind. Pipsqueak's still broken. He's chilling.
There's no saving. What is this? Where is the blood?
Yeah, everyone's kind of... Okay, they skipped a wave. All right. Dumbo's back. He's back in the room. Panic
Barak.
over.
Adam is pushing hard with his tantrum, Hellraiser.
Yeah.
We could be in for a spicy wave 8. But I think Atrocity just is shifting for a DK here.
90 gold shift. The Shadow Dancer's not great on wave 8, though.
It's not terrible either. It won't solve issues, but I think with the Daphne, it should be decently.
The thing with this is, like, the correct play for Eteria now is to full send on 8, I think. But it's so hard to make that call when you're in the game, because that -140 could easily be a shift. And then you full send and you get wiped out.
You falls into a bunk.
Mm-hmm.
In there.
Yeah, it feels bad, man. Hey, he's
Yeah,
going. He's read it. There's the Hermit from Eteria.
Impressive.
Oh,
What
he
is
would have
in
loved
it?
to leak there. Alright, meanwhile, Atrocity, there is the Shadow Dancer. He's still undervalued, though. Dumbo is going to be able to add a Brute here as well. Brute, of course, phenomenal if it ever gets to hit the Shadow Dancer. Slow down those clones, although I don't think the Brute's going to be very long for this world.
That is going down to the Daphnes.
Alright, the question is Adams, really. Will we see some Waldo action here? The Pipsqueak off-tanking beautifully there for Adams.
Oh,
Hermit is doing a phenomenal job, though, keeping this wave alive. This is going to be a pretty bad leak here for Adams, 77%. And Atrocity, that's a 58. Let me get my Waldo emote. Let's go. Short Kings, back in style here in game number 3. Adams Atrocity, they're on the back foot for the first time in the series.
I think this is the first time Jules are favoring Short Kings before wave 10.
Yeah. I think it's the first time Jules is favouring Short Kings full stop, because even in the last game, right, he was like, these guys are out on wave 10, and then they just stormed it.
Jules were giving them a 30% win probability on the wave they won.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that, right? Okay, Adams is going for a bit of a counter send here on 9. Dumbo looking pretty weak, but he has added the pulse spot, which is obviously decent here.
Question is it sufficient?
I would expect to see a bit of a leak here out of Dumbo. Like, even with the pulse spot, the rest of his units are just so weak on 9. I mean, he's doing fantastically well, honestly.
It's not bad.
Yeah, he's going to leak, but barely, and this is while they're saving Mythium. His teammate holds, they won't really take any king damage. When do they want to send?
Oh, that's rough.
Oh, they go 10.
There we go, yeah.
Okay. I mean, Atrocity can be very strong here. I wonder if
Yeah,
Shadow
I mean-
goes post-income... Okay, never mind. I was thinking
I mean-
post-income Siege Ram could just straight up end the game here.
Yeah, because the GK is gonna get sniped by the plethora of
Daphne?
Daphnes.
Yeah,
Because he has the chance to get 3 Daphnes, so.
yeah. But he has to read
Oh.
that, right?
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. The tech.
We might get some more funky aggro, though. Let's see. Alright, 300 send for Atrocity, 280 for Adams. He doesn't get the funky aggro. The Ghost Knight is going down very rapidly indeed. But so is the Dancer, so there's the entire front line gone for Atrocity. Now the Rogue Wave is gone. That's still going to be a half HP boss. Eteria sneaks the boss through Adam's lane as well. 60% HP on the King of Adam's Atrocity. Here is an Ogre, a half HP boss. This is a ton of damage, Bosun.
He's looking rough.
Ogre starts to heal now, gets in a couple more swings. I tell you what, Kingsguard is coming in very clutch here for Atrocity.
I mean, King HP is resource.
Yeah. Eteria on fire, meanwhile.
That's a first.
This is where you ping the power scores and you go enabled, disabled.
I did not see this coming.
Yeah, this is... Wow. I mean, short Kings, you know, things were looking rough for them, and they managed that miracle comeback in Game 2, and now they're dominating here in Game 3.
And weird enough, they're dominating by playing not overly starvy.
Yeah, that was a pretty income-heavy early game.
I mean, Shadow is on 230 income.
Yep.
Income lead over Adam, so.
I think that's the first time Shadow's ever had income in 3 figures.
Basically. Man is a fan of the power max.
Alright, Atrocity does have the brew pot on his board now, though.
Oh, he built a DK there, but then he sold it and built a brew pot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that with this low amount of value on his board.
The thing is, I think, like... So the second potion, the mana potion, is really strong. I just don't think it's going to be that good on Steeds and Gate Guards. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, need some value on it. I mean, get a Harp, get a Red Knight.
Yeah, it is going to speedrun dogs, right? We might have a bit of a dog infestation here in Atrocity's lane. He's looking so weak on 13, though, is Atrocity. Like, he just doesn't have anything.
Reroll spent. Yeah, it's going to be rough. At least Adamus has the laser.
Yeah, and the thing is, Adams has Arc of Justice with his own brew pot, by the way, so he's dug into his redraw quite heavily now. He's used 10 at this point. He's found the brew pot, and I have to say, Arc of Justice brew pot is one of the strongest combos for that unit, because the Arc just pops off. Like okay, we have the upgrade now. Let's just watch. There's no sends here, so let's just watch this Arc of Justice and how quickly it melts the wave.
See the ramp up.
Might even bring up the damage charts for this. So when do you think the next send is going to come, Bosun?
I'm going 14.
14 could work. I wouldn't be surprised to see 15 either.
But I mean, 14 is just... Arc of Justice can slap on 15, it cannot slap on 14.
There it goes.
Oh,
my God.
look at the mana.
Yeah. The wave is gone. The wave
Yeah.
has been melted. The Arc of Justice did more damage than everything else on his board combined.
It delivers justice at a very frequent.
Oh no! This might be the first unforced error here coming out from the Short Kings. They go for an income send. They're scared here on 14.
The nerves get the best of them.
Yeah.
When you do boars, I always go reversed.
Reversed?
Like boar
What do
the
you mean?
hair instead and do center.
I see, I see.
There is some merit to both, but given how it's an arc on one each side, I would go reversed.
Well,
But it's sad to see them go income here.
yeah, because I think they would have been in a super strong spot. I think even if they went full here, we should have expected some leaks.
Yeah, because with this income, Jules is bringing back Atrocity and Adamas.
Yeah.
The tall.
I think
Boys.
Atrocity and the Dams have a pretty nice angle on 16 now with this income send. Whereas they
Yeah.
would not have been able to skip 15. And 15 is a very strong wave for Eteria.
Yeah, and 16 is looking very rough for him. Reroll spent. He has no good unit for 16.
Dumbo has options. So Dumbo can start to spam those alpha males and lionesses. And he can be pretty good there.
If you're Dumbo to just send it with these bad boys.
I mean, that's pretty good as well. Like, they are broken
It's-
on wave 16. But he has to
Yeah,
be a
but
bit scared of 15 as well.
Yeah, and the pretty shit tank value on 16, which is the main issue. But I like to see that the Short Kings actually spend time on the king this game.
I would imagine... Oh, the Short King's actually going for a full send here. That surprises me a little bit. I think if they just went income, they could be in a pretty good position to hold.
Yeah. With the terrace board, you know, it's not 17 and they can't skip until 18. So you know
Yeah.
the send is coming.
Oh, this pro leak here from Atrocity. This is like almost a repeat of game 2 where Dumbo leaked to the snails on wave 9. So Atrocity and the Dams, they can send a hell of a lot of Mythium here on 16. They're pretty undervalued themselves though. Let's not play around here.
Gonna take damage, but I don't see them taking lethal damage with this amount of king ups.
Yeah. And this time the Short Kings actually have some king upgrades as well, so it's not guaranteed that their king would get one shot by a leak here.
That is. Oh, Materia has circuit for tank value. Yeah? He was probably in a reroll when I spoke last. But I don't see either of them holding.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's value is super low, right? And there's a lot of dead value on Eteria's lane for sure. Dumbo is stronger here, but he's very undervalued. Let's see, he has killed the left side of the wave already. And the Skybot unit is quite cracked here, but his front line is gone. This will be a decent leak from Dumbo. Eteria likewise. So the question now is, what are Adams and Atrocity doing? They are leaking as well. The leaks are much smaller. We had two 100% leaks on the side of the Short Kings. They should be able to survive here, but it's a lot of damage, a lot of gold going the way of Adam's Atrocity. Wait, do they even survive?
They die.
No!
That's a king up diff.
No!
If the income king, they survive there.
It's a king up diff, but Bosun, it's a wave 14 income diff. It's a wave 14 income diff for sure.
Look at
I
that
mean,
graph.
Yeah, this graph is just... It's a mirror of the previous game, right? Like, they're decently ahead. They've got 71% win probability on wave 11 of Eteria and Shadow. And then they get scared. They get cold feet. They go for this round of income here on 14. And as a result, Adam's Atrocity, they can do whatever they want. They go for this big send on 16. Dumbo and Eteria, they played this so well, Bosun. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't win here. It felt like they deserved to take this game 3. Adam's Atrocity, I mean, look, they played it fantastically, of course. They came back from behind and all of that. But they're yesterday's news, man. Like, we've seen them play before. We know they're fantastic players. It's the underdogs that we're here to cheer for. And
Everyone
Dumbo and
loves the underdog
Eteria,
story.
man, that was... They played it so well, and then one mistake there with the cold feet, the income on 14, and that seals their deal. They can't really come back from that at this point. And I look at
had it.
Shadow's board and I just think, like, he's so strong, 14. I think they could have risked it.
Did they have king ups prior to 14?
Yeah. All of the king upgrades were like early game, I think, mainly. Yeah,
I mean,
on wave 11 they pretty much matched the king, so they didn't do any king upgrades on 14. That was all from earlier on.
In that case, it's just send it. You don't die to 14, but
Yeah.
if they get sent 14, they just win 16.
Not with Flying Sovereign and Skybot on your board, right? Like, Shadow's just...
Yeah.
If he's leaking small, and then they have the edge on 15 or 16. But,
They can just choose when to end the game afterwards.
yeah.
With your opponent on 50% of the king health.
But
Just
hey,
favored.
it's easy to make those calls when you can see everything, right? When you can see what the opponent has in their roles and their workers and all of that. It's much harder to make those calls. in
Spectating
the
is a
game.
bitch.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, look, they're not out of the tournament. Eteria and Shadow, they will have a chance in the lower half of the bracket. Meanwhile, do we know who is advancing to the winners bracket to face up against Adam's Atrocity? It will be Fine and Sagittarius. So that will be our next series, the upper bracket there. It's going to be Team Spont versus Adam's Atrocity. And I guess we should give the players a bit of a break, Bosun. And
Yeah.
let's say 10 minutes until that next series. So folks at home, don't go anywhere. We will be right back with that next series. And if this first round was anything to go by, the games today are promising to be very exciting indeed. So we will see you back here in a few minutes' time. Until then, goodbye. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. That was a very exciting first round of games. We damn near saw the Short Kings take down a Dam's Atrocity there in the first series. Sadly, it wasn't to be. Not this time, at least. But they're not out of the tournament yet, Bosun. It was really close. They still have a last chance match to work through. They're up against Chances and Shady Nasty. The game that we're going to be watching, however, is going to be the upper bracket match. So that will be Atrocity of Dams, who we just saw barely scraping through the first round of games there against Shadow and Eteria. Their opponents this time will be the Spont Machine, that is Fine and Sagittarius. So two very, very strong teams this time around, Bosun. There are no underdogs to talk about here because everybody in this lobby now has been... In fact, I think everybody in this lobby has won an Overcup, never mind just finalists. I think they're all previous winners. So certainly very, very strong competition here. And I'm excited to see which way it goes. I think I probably would still give the edge to Atrocity of Dams in this match, but it's very close. I'm talking like 55%. What do you think?
I'm aiming 53-ish.
Okay.
I'm also, one metric you forgot to mention is that I'm fairly certain all 4 players here has been number 1 on the leaderboard on ladder in the past year for more than a day, every single one of them. So it's a very, very impressive matchup. Should be good fun. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that Fine just grows a pair and does Champ Badger.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like you say, all of these players are absolutely clapping the ladder on a daily basis. They are very seasoned players when it comes to these Nova Cup championships. We see them every single month, nearly always making it through to the semi-finals or further. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of just how it goes these days in Nova Cup. There's always very stiff competition, and even on day one you find these matchups between what could easily be the finalist teams. And here we go, Bosun. They are keen to get things underway. The lobby is loading and game number 1 is here. It's a Dam's Atrocity versus Spont Machine. Let's go! What do we think about these spells?
It's gonna be a fun match. I always liked when there's AoE in the game. Because as you can see, people tend to pick a lot of magic damage though.
Yeah, you need to be strong on wave 11, right? You have no choice.
Yeah, those ranged waves are pretty tough for many builds.
Oh, that's a juicy roll there for Atrocity. He has Hades Brewpot with either APS or Tempest to buff it. I think he takes Tempest because it's broken right now. He's playing Aristocrat as well, and there's Hypercarry in the game. Now, Hypercarry, obviously, super strong scaling spell. I do think to some degree it's countered by All-Out Assault, right? Because like you said, the teams may just be aiming to win the game on wave 11, wave 12. So Hypercarry is useless to you at that point. It does literally nothing on wave 11. It does barely anything on wave 12. So if All-Out Assault is used correctly, we might just see the lobby close out before anybody can use Hypercarry properly.
Hypercarry can get really ridiculous late game. So would not be unexpected if they play accordingly and strategize around preventing the ability to take it. Because it is literally 0 value on 11.
Literally 0 value, yeah. It doesn't tick over until the wave finishes, right? But if I'm looking at these rolls here, I think Atrocity has by far the strongest late game build. Now, obviously, Adams is Chaos, so we can't really count him out either. But Brewpot, Hades, with a Leviathan buff, with a Hypercarry, Atrocity is just going to hold 5 waves if this game goes late enough.
It's gonna slap with the flying skybots. It'll cook. But I mean, Spont Machine goes double magic opener, so we could see an early advantage on wave 7.
Yeah,
I would expect them to already be planning that. But I mean, it's also pretty decent strategy given how there's AOA and Wave 11 exists.
I've just had some insider news in, by the way, from Shadow and Eteria. They did make the 15-19 call in the previous game, but they just lost their nerve there on 14 and got scared. So it seems they had the winning line already in mind and just, yeah, there you go. If they could have kept their nerve, we might have had a different result in the previous game. But enough. We're on to the next game now. This one's looking pretty even. Everybody's just going for their income, sorting out their own economies so far.
I mean, there is a worker lead on the right-hand side. But that's what you get from opening with magic damage.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this unit is just broken.
Oh,
this
yeah,
unit
sure.
with Champion, extremely strong.
Very tankable.
Mm-hmm. Gotta be said, one of the best answers to All Out Assault as well, by the way. So a Champion is 0 on 11.
Sure.
That makes it very hard to send there.
Might even be persuaded to take hyper carry, even with the AOA.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Equalizers. Very plain early game.
Yeah, everything pretty solid, pretty even. Nobody's done anything spicy just yet. We'll have to see which team decides to start twisting the screws first. I mean, certainly looking at the builds, Fine and Seji both look very weak on 7, right? So that could be an angle for a Dam's Atrocity.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I thought that Damas was good at playing Chaos, but he rolled a Pilgrim on wave 4 and not on wave 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so I would expect him to roll Pilgrim on 5 and not on 4.
He did roll Butcher instead, though, to go with his Nightmare on wave 5. So.
That is true. I'll allow it.
The Chaos Gods have spoken.
I mean, he trusted the Chaos provider.
This is looking like a pretty skilled Chaos gamer to me.
I'll
Like,
accept it.
wave 5, 0 gold has been wasted.
I mean, that is just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's not getting a send.
No, I think Fine and Saji, like, they know they're weak on 7, right? So they're trying to pressure wave 6 just to prevent that. So I think that's a pretty heads-up play from them.
Yeah, and the Trusty isn't looking all that good on wave 6. Doesn't have any clear answers for it either.
Mm. Yeah, let's see. Now, I mean, Nightmare Butcher can still be pretty hard to break on 6 unless you send a lot. But having said that, Fine could easily send 4 Robos.
Yeah, or Imps and double Robo.
Yeah.
I don't hate that. But
there's even a Pro Leak here from Saji.
Oh.
My god.
Pipsqueak needs nerf.
Here comes the send. Alright, we've got the double Brute from Fine. That's to try and slow down the Nightmare Butcher. We've got Mole here from Saji. Now, what is Atrocity's answer? I'm looking at his roll and I can't see anything there.
Do you just go Big Howler?
Currently, what else does he have? Like, another
Green Devil?
It's not great. He's re-rolled, actually. Okay, he found the Pipsqueak. Now, that's pretty good on wave 6.
Yeah, but he removed all his good units. Removed Tempest, removed LOD.
Oh, he got rid of his Hades, yeah. I thought that was kind of the whole point of his game plan.
And the Bank.
Now he has Brewpot with nothing to
fortified.
Alright, I mean, it's fair enough, right? Like, he knows that if they lose the game on 6, it doesn't matter what top end he has in his roll.
Yeah, but what's the Butcher for?
I don't know. Oh, actually, no, I do know. The Head Chef has mana, right? And the Brewpot's going to make that spell pop off. I think the Head Chef mana pool is tiny, like 4 or something. So when it gets the Brewpot spell, it's going to be casting every single second.
That's a good point.
That's a lot of healing.
But wouldn't you just have LOD instead?
I personally would rather have the LOD, yeah. But he needed something desperately for wave 6, right?
Yeah, and I guess with the Pipsqueak, the magic damage slot was taken.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It just feels like a downgrade after his reroll.
Maybe he doesn't need this Skybot in his role, though. Like, what's it doing when he has Haven and Brewpot as well?
I feel like Haven and Skypa fills the same role. AoE, fortified tank.
I wonder if it was almost a bit of a panic role choice there by Atrocity, like kind of running out of time, just has to pick something.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, there's a fan of yours in the chat, by the way. Is that Bosun? Slay the Spire God? Yes, yes it is.
Hey, if I bad. I've been rocking the Slay the Spire very much lately.
Absolute machine.
That game is... Oh, wait, we got finally can
Yeah,
pretty decently. Yeah.
59% on fine. Saji has the Millennium, so he's going to be just fine. Or is he? Can he kill the brute in time? He cannot! Okay. So some counterattack damage here going the way of a damned Atrocity, but Spont Machine, they got their work done on wave 6.
Yeah, and I think Jules will still favor them after
Yeah.
this king damage is delivered.
Dems is in a decent spot economically though. He has the highest income in the lobby, he has the highest work account. So this is not over by any stretch. Things are still pretty close. And Fine looks like he's having a bit of a rough one.
Fine is looking very weak, 9.
Yeah, he needs to shift, I think. He needs to... He's super strong here on 8. So he needs to just make sure that he can get that Azeria out on 9. Otherwise he's just hopeless, right?
I mean, he is full arcane.
Yeah, he does get a send, but he can't afford to push. Yeah, he's having to stay on 12 workers and make sure he gets that Azeria out. I think it's the right choice, even though it's a hard one to make.
Definitely.
Some nice split aggro here from Sagittarius, but it's still going to be a leak here against an income send. That's less than ideal.
With your teammate very weak on 9. It's... It might trick Atrocity into sending a couple of Blitzer.
Fine would love to get 2 brutes here when he gets the Azeria guaranteed.
You say that, but his entire tank value is 1 green devil.
It's only another round of income sends, okay. So there is the Azeria. And, well, Fine saved his Mythium here as well. He didn't need any income. I could definitely see like a wave 11 play, but that's quite hard against Atrocity because he can just get the Haven there.
Yeah, a Haven and maybe even the Lemurian, if he goes Lemurian on 10. I don't see him leaking with a Haven and Lemurian.
I probably can't afford to get both. But yeah,
If he goes Lemurian on
he's
10.
strong. He's strong for sure. Adam's, he's leakable though.
Yeah, but... I mean, you need a 4-eye into the inbound doppel. But it's very leakable, given how much of his value is in Swift tanks.
Everybody's just income sending anyway, so that goes out of the window. This will be a late game hyper carry type of game, I think. But everything I said about that with Atrocity, like having by far the strongest role, that's gone out of the window, I think. Like, his role now is... I think it's just nowhere near as strong as his first role was.
His first role was perfect.
Yeah.
Except for Wave 6, apparently.
Except for Wave 6, yeah, and Wave 6 is where he needed it most, so... Sagittarius and Fine, they may have benefited more than they know with that send on 6. Like, not only did they get a ton of king damage, but they actually forced Atrocity away from the most insane late game role in the lobby.
Yeah, he would have been very hard to break late game with that role.
Well, and here we have a leak to income from Fine, and the same for Sagittarius. So Spont Machine taking a little bit of extra king damage here, only against income mercenaries.
I kind of like just going AoA and full sending here.
Yeah, just call their bluff.
Yeah, send it.
I mean, Fine and Sagi are super low value.
Yeah.
I could see it.
But then again, I'm also a very copium gamer. But 11 kind of deals a lot of damage to the boss.
It does if it can get through. I mean, looking at what we see here, Sagittarius on 1400 value, I think he would leak really badly to, I don't know, a single Four Eyes.
Yeah. I think it leaks to just full DTs. He doesn't have the tank value.
Mm-hmm.
Lumerian.
Did he change his mind? He did change his mind. The Hypercarry ended up on the Lumerian instead of the Doomsday. I like that.
Yeah. It scales.
That scales. Oh, Atrocity actually takes the Pawn Shop instead of the Hypercarry, so completely moving away from the game plan that he had on Wave 1, I think.
It's, yeah, it was a weird Wave 6 from him.
Yeah. Oh, meanwhile, we have got the Brewpot Head Chef here in Adam's lane, so we might be able to see it in all its glory.
With an egg.
That's quite a greedy egg.
It's a greedy egg. He doesn't even have his Doppel up and running yet.
Yeah. Oh, Disciple as well, to keep the Brewpot turned up late game.
I mean, if the chaos giveth, then Adamus taketh.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the egg. I mean, if you roll egg on after income send, you build an egg after an income send.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how great it is.
Oh, there
Oh,
you
he
go.
kills it.
And it isn't a Dam's egg. But I think that was probably...
I mean, he got healed by the brew pot, but still wasn't sufficient.
Yeah. The head chef is popping off. Look at that spell. Hey, it's a shame there's no like healing tab in the damage tracker. That would be interesting.
Can someone tag here and ask him to implement it, please? We need that
Yeah.
for the brew pot
Jules?
value.
Where's my heal tracker?
Jules.
Jules. Hypercarry Doppelganger with Life Seal, with the insane attack speed buff from both a Brewpot and a Dark Mage when that gets built. This thing can be pretty tough to kill as well.
Yeah, you're gonna need some eyes on that.
Yeah. No wonder Atrocity was fine to roll away from his insane late game roll when Adams is just playing Chaos. So he gets everything he could ever want.
Except for a fully cracked egg. Okay, where are these? Oh, no, mind. The sun goes.
14, okay. I mean, Sagittarius does have the Doomsday.
Yeah, but he has shit arcane tanks.
And
But I guess he
Lumerian, of
has
course, is very weak
the-
here.
Arcane tank. Fine has no damage, yeah.
Yeah. Pine's got really good tank value, like 2 hardened golems.
Yeah, but what are they tanking for? These atoms?
Don't underestimate the atoms, man. These things are going to go ham. He's going to get them killed,
don't
actually. Never mind. He's going to kill his own DPS.
Oh, he goes to nucleus. Now it's damage.
Yeah, but these things are going to kill it, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, not nucleus because it has longer range.
Ah, they're going to be okay, actually. It's fine. It's fine. Panic up. Let's have a look at this doppelganger. My god. The attack speed! Bosun! Where's the wave? What is this doppelganger doing? Hello? This brewpot unit might not be okay, guys. Saggy does leak 56, Fine leaks 50, Atrocity leaks small, but this doppelganger! I mean, we've got to see it again.
From the words
The
of
creeps are
Slickens,
gone!
Not normally.
Not normally, yeah. And meanwhile, the King damage is going down on the side of Schwant Machine. The 2 Gigamimics chewing away at the King. They're now sub 30%. And Jules is very happy with what he sees here from Madame's Atrocity.
Jules is a fan.
Oh, and now he's rolled the APS as well, just in case the Doppelganger wasn't attacking fast enough already.
I mean, how do you even swing a sight that fast? That's the question.
That is a very important question.
There's a lot of drag in the site.
20k damage on that doppelganger last wave. Yikes. That's it's like double the damage of every other unit on his board combined. There's a full resend here?
Oh,
Are they crazy? Adams didn't build anything apart from the APS.
I like the ballsy play.
Yeah, I mean the doppelganger
Question is,
still...
Doppel is still slapping.
It's just deleting the wave. Yeah, sure, you've got a 4 eyes. Congratulations. Just let me chew that up. It's gone. It's so easy.
Pinging with question marks.
Yeah. Okay, here comes the wave 16 send. Is this the game ender now from Adam's atrocity?
I don't see them living here.
The hypercarries are
And the three become
scaling,
one.
but Sagittarius is minus 800. Fine is minus 860. I don't think they're going to survive here, Bosun. I think we're going to have a pretty decisive 1-0 from Adam's atrocity.
Yeah, it was all down to that glorious Doppel.
Alright, 660 for Fine, 720 for Sagittarius. I do not see them surviving here. I need a miracle. The Lumerian is popping off.
Fine didn't even harden, did he?
No, he didn't. They weren't expecting it here, or... Yeah, that's two decent leaks, 80% apiece. Their king will not survive this. Adam's atrocity, 1-0, thanks to Mr. Brewpot, I think it's fair to say, the MVP in this match.
Yeah. Dude, I want a cup of tea now.
That was something. That doppelganger was going absolutely crazy there for Adams. I mean, that is a combo and a half. Doppelganger, lifesteal, dark mage, brewpot, APS for good measure. That thing was
With hypercarry.
insane. Yeah. Yeah, hypercarry as well. That thing was cleaning up the wave. Hot knife through butter comes to mind. But all right, that's game one going the way of Adam's atrocity. They were remind me their masterminds. It was Aristocrat and
Chaos.
Chaos, of course. Yeah. So they can't pick those again. We'll have to see what they come back for in game two, and we'll hop into that lobby as soon as it is available.
It is available.
It is available. So once the players are ready, we should be able to get that one underway. Now, what are you thinking, Bosun, in terms of the way they need to play this one the second time around for Fine and Sagittarius? Like, are there any obvious changes to their gameplay that you would like to see, or is it just a case of roll better, or what do you think?
I think with Adamas playing Chaos or Redraw, you need to disable him early game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was on par with everyone else, and he had the whispers of the Chaos Gods. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
there was a little bit of
And
nice luck in
Jules.
there for Adams, wasn't there? It's fair to say. Jules
I
gave
thought he
him the
was
juice
shit
there.
at Chaos when he rolled the Pilgrim on 4. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, get better.
He
Then
just
he
gets the
rolls
butcher.
Butcher. Imagine.
All right, the players keen to get things underway. Straight into game number 2. Let's see, can Spont Machine bring it back, or will Adam's atrocity make their way through to the semi-finals with no resistance? Let's find out here in game number 2.
Yeah, at least there's no hyper carry to enable Adamas with his redraw this time around.
Mm-hmm.
There is champions on both sides of the playing
That's a
field.
really nice champion role for Fine as well. Like, he can either stick it on his priestess, or if he wants to be really greedy, he can try and save it for his APS Shadow Dancer.
I would prefer to see Fine putting on a Badger.
On a Badger?
Yeah, just for the memes.
He doesn't have a Badger.
Or
What?
No, but he needs a Badger.
Okay. Reroll, find the Badger, make it a
Yeah.
champion. Okay.
Oh, he's greeting it. He's greeting it.
He is greeting it. Okay, he wants the champion Dread Knight.
Oh, if he gets to pull this off, it could be fun. Champion Scrappy. That can't be too bad, right?
Is Atrocity going for champion Halo? Like, he liked Ateria's play so well earlier that he wants to try and replicate it?
It's either that or you wait for the Fire Lord on 8 or something.
Yeah.
But I think
That feels
has
quite
to be,
greedy,
right?
though.
Yeah, I mean, Fine is doing the exact same.
Yeah,
He's
yes.
saving it for his 270 gold unit instead of 275.
They're both just playing Chaos.
No.
Not Chaos. Castle, sorry. They're both just playing Castle.
Castle.
Like, really slow early game in favor of a late game power spike.
They're playing Shepherd and sold the sheep. Gave it away.
A nice cash out from Sagittarius, like giving him the 5-worker priestess, and he has Mask, so we can't count out Sagi.
Nice roll. Nice luck.
Nice roll, nice luck. Adem's already digging into his redraw a little bit, trying to find some juice.
I mean, he has the balanced unit.
He does have the balanced unit. It is pretty good on the first wave. And the
And
first
he
6
has
waves,
the-
actually, yeah.
Yeah, and he has the value printing, so he's cooking. Watch him roll like Grawl on 6 for easy shift.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Oh,
mean, he needs
Sagittarius,
redraws, though.
7 workers, really making the most out of that cash out injection.
He is running a naked Poda on 3 though.
Yeah, but he's fine. He got a king up on 2, right? So he was under 0 pressure.
This is fine.
Oh,
This
this
is
is fine.
Sagittarius.
Sorry, yeah, I'm looking at the wrong lane. Hey! Perfect emote usage there.
Locked and loaded. I mean, Fine is very greedy with his jab. He has 2 Necromantas on the board.
Yeah. Super weak on 6 so far, but Seraphim, Seraphim and Devilfish can make up for that. They're both cracked units on wave 6.
Yeah. I guess with the Nekos, you're not really that scared to put that magic damage on 6.
Yeah.
Because Neko just solos wave 7.
More to the point, there's just not really much pressure so far this game, right? Like, everybody's just playing fairly income heavy, getting their own economy snowballing and not really worrying about what their opponents are doing just yet.
Yeah. Are we actually... There is a champ Halo.
Yeah. He gets-
Eteria is literally a trendsetter.
Hey, he's a beast.
Yeah. And when he comes back next month, he will have the ice to cool himself down to skip wave 14.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Calm his nerves. Win
Yeah.
some games. Oh, they're not out of this tournament yet. They still have that last chance bracket as well, right? We have to
Yeah.
see what the results of that one end up being. So
Looking forward to see who wins that. As
yeah,
well.
for sure. Atrocity is now starting to pressure Fine here, so he only sent the 1 snail on 4, skipping wave 5 entirely, and that does mean that Fine will start to feel the pressure a bit on wave 6, but he's got a couple of very good units now with the Infiltrator and the Seraphim.
I think when the Infiltrator is shown, you just income on 6 or you skip and go 7, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't really brute in an Orchid on 6 if it's boosted.
Yeah, for sure.
But you can brute a Neko on 7.
Is there a Pro League here? No. Atrocity
No.
clearing wave 5 with very low value there. And he just goes income. Okay. So the real question now is, will Fine be scared enough to use his champion here? Or is he going to risk it?
With double boosted Infiltrator?
Yeah,
I say risk it on
he's
all
risking
balls.
it. Risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah.
Adams is digging a little bit further into his redraw. I mean, his unit comp is not too bad right now, but he certainly doesn't have quite the luck that he had in the previous game with Nightmare Butcher and all of that jazz. So Fine, I think, quite happy to receive the income sends here, although he did spend 8 gold on those shuriken. Wait, is he leaking anyway? This is the sort of focus I only expect to see in my lane. Oh, he gets the creep. Okay, never mind. It's not my lane after all. That's Fine's lane.
Is that minus like 12 gold to not kill the Canada?
I don't even think it's that much since the bounty changes, but I couldn't tell you how much. Double mole coming out here on 7. Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, Adamus is 3 gold away from KP.
I mean, he just sells a Pee-wee, yeah. That's quite a low stacked Kingpin, though. 75 mana only.
Yeah, but I still think Brutes are better into the potential Kingpin, right?
Oh, for sure. Brutes are better, yeah. But maybe Fine was thinking he wouldn't get it out.
I think after the increase in sell price for units,
I think I've got the spell
you always expect a KP.
Yeah.
But I guess he was expecting Adamus to be a greedy.
Alright, Orbs. Let's try not to explode today.
You're right, though. Like, the brute attack speed slow, pretty valuable against a Kingpin. Atrocity leaks 34%, meanwhile, and Adams will leak, but he's cleared most of the wave, just 30% there. This is 2 moles on the King, though. That's going to be a decent chunk of damage, even though there's very few wave creeps left.
Those shovels deals a lot of damage.
Yeah, they're not playing around, man.
Speaking of, isn't there like a new plushie coming?
There's one out right now, yeah. If you find your way to makeship.com, I think there's a Game Coach plushie for sale. Limited time offer and all of that jazz.
I need me one of those. I got 2 other ones.
You've got to fill that loft out somehow.
Oh no, the plushies is in my office.
Ah, I see. We have
along
multiple...
with the poster
oh, yeah.
of the shop.
Yeah, I've got my Yozora poster on the wall just up there as well. The Legion merch is coming in thick and fast.
Yeah, represent.
Now let's see. The Hermit resend into Atrocity is very low value, so this champion Halo is going to need to earn its money. I mean, it's looking good to me.
Yeah, he's doing good.
He's practically holding. It's going to be 1 creep and a Hermit? Okay. I think Atrocity's very happy with that. He's minus 200 value.
He's all in the Badger value, dude.
Yeah.
Those Badgers are...
Imagine if the Badger was a champion.
Ooh.
Okay, but here
That's a
comes
whole-
the counter send now from Adam's Atrocity. This is a lot of Mythium walking into Fine and Sagittarius lane here on wave 9. We do get the Azeria down on the board for Sagittarius, but everything else on his board looks very, very weak to me. I wouldn't be surprised to see a decent leak here. There's a Hermit to be added as well. Fine does get his crucial Shadow Dancer champion on the board.
Is this too high? Yes, it is too high.
Yeah, it pulled way too much. The Azeria severely under-tanking there for Sagittarius. That's about as bad as it can be. We'll have to see if he pays the price here. Shadow Dancer champion popping off, meanwhile, for Fine. Sagileaks 58, so not great, not terrible, but Fine with that champion. He was right to greed it, Bosun. He's doing so well here.
It's quite impressive.
Still leaks, though. Still leaks, but only 33%. Now, this Mimic, 16 gold. Not great there for Adams, but they will get a decent chunk of king damage in.
Yeah. Mimics even does damage when it's not a Giga Mimic.
Yeah.
But I think Sedge does way better if that slime is half a square or even a full square lower.
Yeah, for sure,
Zero-
for sure, right?
Because Zero tanked 3 creeps.
And actually,
Okay.
Adam's Atrocity, they're now pretty heavily favoured after that Wave 9 play. They dealt a huge amount of king damage to Spont Machine. They have the worker lead. They're in a really
do.
strong spot economy-wise.
With a cheeky resend.
Yeah. There's a full send coming from Fine as well. Let's see. I mean, Adams gets the catapult down, so I think he should be absolutely fine. The question is, will Fine and Saji be able to hold the resends themselves? And I don't think Fine's looking very good here.
I don't think Sachi's looking good either.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he
does-
has one Circa.
He has one Berserker, yeah, but that thing's already going down.
And it focused them all.
Does kill the Hermit, just barely. But that boss is getting through on pretty high hit points. 40% there for Saji. Fine, not far behind, I think. 41%
rough.
as well. Yeah, Spont Machine, they're going to drop even lower here. And once again, this was a full send into Adams, who easily held. Wow, this game
Yes.
really slipping out of control here for Spont Machine. Adam's Atrocity, they are in a commanding position right now, Bosun. But they have been here once before, remember. Ateria and Dumbo were enough to bring the game back from a very similar position to this. Will Fine and Saji be able to achieve the same?
I think with that income sent here, it's gonna be pretty rough.
Yeah, it's going to be rough indeed.
I don't see a decent winning line for them. I like the idea of forcing 12, but that's out of the question now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
And Atrocity and Adams, they have the pressure advantage now, which is not the position you want to be in if you're on 20% King HP.
Yeah, you need some holds now. Even with all that regen, you still
Yeah,
can't
I think,
handle a decent sized league on 14.
I think they were really hoping for a Wave 11 resend here. Fine even boosting his infiltrators, but there was no Mythium walking into his lane, so that's -8 gold he'll never see again.
They're rescendant.
They're ascendant. They are resplendent, but they're ascendant. Will we get the Dread Knight upgraded? We should, right? Oh, he can't afford it. He would have to sell. Just goes for the white mate. Okay.
The game is ending on 14, isn't it?
14 looks good.
Across
I
the
think they
board.
could even 13 as well if they wanted to. Like, the values on Fine and Saji are so low already.
Fine is almost out of this game.
Yeah, he is. I mean, look at the power score down here. He's really struggling.
Yeah. And value is looking pretty weak. But I think with Glacial, Saji is just holding 13.
Yeah, Glacial's pretty good on 13. But more to the point, Atrocity and Adams, they are not under any pressure on 13 themselves, right? We have Glacial Champion Halo for Atrocity. We have Lumerian Catapult for Adams. So they
Villain
don't need to
Lumerian.
send here.
This bad boy has Villain. It is.
Oh, Villain
Villain
as well?
Competition.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wave 13's a snack. So yeah, I think you're right, Bosun. I think the game is going to come to an end one way or another on Wave 14. And Atrocity and Adams have by far the most pressure here. The question is whether Fine Saji would just try to go for an income king and like desperately try to survive the send.
Oh, Fine is selling for 2 orchids there.
Oh,
That
that's
is
not going to help him on
not good.
14.
Yeah. I mean,
Still
it's
doesn't have
Swift armor.
the
but
Dread Knight
still.
upgraded either, by the way, which is like when that's your villain champion unit, I think it's probably worth the upgrade even on 13. Alright, here come the Giga Mimics rolling out. And it is
Thomas
income
built his
from
Lemurian.
Fine and Sergi. So their play is to try to survive here. I think that is the right decision. The question is, will they be successful? Now, Bosun,
Yes.
here's the thing. Mr. Brewpot, Azeria, is absolutely broken. It is insane. So I'm not counting them out.
I like it, but Azera is still only tanking 3 units with this slime here.
Yeah, he needs to sell the slime, right? Sell the
Sell the
slime,
slime and do
build
upper split
2
mask.
masks or something.
Yeah, it'll cook. But as of now, it'll tank 3 units.
All right, let's keep eyes on this.
Sorry. Two creeps and a brute is what Azera is tanking.
Yeah, that's nothing. I mean, the Brewpot is completely wasted its ability here because it's like incredible in how far it can buff the Azeria's survivability, but the Azeria wasn't tanking. So a positioning error here from Sagittarius gives him an 82% leak when I'm pretty sure he could have held there.
Yeah. It is. I think it's the first match we see a Brewpot losing.
That's really... That's an... it's hard to say. I mean, that's a 2-0, so a Damned Atrocity, they're through to the semi-finals. Extremely well played from those guys. Congratulations, very well deserved. But let me just go back to Sagittarius build there, because I feel like that's a very uncharacteristic error for Sagittarius, because he knows how that slime pulls the aggro, right? He had it on wave 7, he had it on wave 9, exactly the same, where his Azeria is just not tanking enough. So he knows what that slime does to his aggro. And it stays there on wave 14, while he has a heroic Brewpot to buff his Azeria. I find that very strange, Bosun, because I don't know. Sagi could have held there, I'm pretty confident.
Yeah. And when you're playing from behind, you have to risk your Poda.
You have to risk
Azera
it.
in this case.
Yeah, you have to.
You have to squeeze out the value of it.
Yeah,
Let her heal and do her thing.
yeah.
You can't have her tanking 2 creeps and a brute.
Hard to do all of that in time, of course. Like, he would have had to
Oh yeah, obviously.
sell his
It's
split,
also
turn it
very
into
easy
masks.
to spectate and dictate what they're doing wrong.
Yeah.
Spectation and
Hey.
hindsight.
Well,
It's easy.
that is an error that has cost Fine and Sagittarius the series. Now, to be fair, it would have still been a very hard game, even if he had been able to hold there, so maybe it's just delaying the inevitable. But a mistake nonetheless, I think it's fair to say. They're not out of the tournament yet, though, Bosun. Fine and Sagittarius will get one more chance in that last chance match. Do we have the result from the other side of the bracket now?
Let me check the Discord.
Oh, Dumbo and Ateria, they are 1-0 in the lead versus Shady and Chances. Are they in another game right now? I think they might be. I think we should be able to spectate Ateria, see how they're getting on in game 2.
I'm loading.
Alright, let me just play with this scoreboard real quick. I'm going to change the name as well for the Short Kings. Alright, we are in. It is wave 13. And we don't really have an accurate Joulesometer just yet.
No king ups nor anything.
Yeah, that'll all update
Let's
when the
do-
wave ends, I think.
One player adventure. Top power score.
Chances on fire. Dumbo on evolve with Magician. A pretty juicy Magician circle as well for Dumbo. Champion Magician for Iteria. He has the Champion Archer. And a very interesting King Claw Magician circle over here. Oh, he's hardening here to no send though. Uh-oh. It's another wave 14 nerves getting the better of him for Eteria, it looks like. Oh, he's spending a ton of gold on boost as well. What is it with Eteria on wave 14, man? Like, he's just terrified.
He does not like eels or slugs.
Not a fan of slugs. Understandable, honestly.
Yeah. They keep fucking up the strawberries. It is known.
All right, big wave 15 sends all around, it looks like. I feel like with the dehardened Golem, Eteria might struggle quite a lot here. Dumbo, I mean, look, the values are just so low, right? One team is going to die here. The question is which one?
I'm missing a ram into Dumbo.
Yeah,
Why-
Ram would be really good. Ram would be really good. But I think when he's minus 700 value, I think you
Oh,
can
yeah,
pretty
for
much
sure,
send
but-
anything you want.
But I mean, you're just giving those caskets the ability to slow down everything.
Yeah.
Casket's gonna cask, dude.
Oh, the casket actually still cast on the snails. That's unfortunate. Second cast on the way. They cast so quickly with Magician Starcaller. But yeah, again, minus 700 is too much.
Yeah.
Shadow will be leaking here. Kills one more creep, but that's a 93% for him. That's a 94% for
sad cracker.
Eteria. And sure, the opponent's leak as well, but it's going to be too little too late. I believe It's a Mess are going to even up this series, and Bosun, that means we get another game 3.
Woo!
Alright. Okay. So that is a tied series there for Dumbo, Eteria, Shady, and Chances. What do you think? I mean, we only really hopped into that one right at the very end, so it's kind of hard to say one way or the other how well the teams are playing. But what we do know is there seems to be a fairly even match so far. The series is 1-1. And I'm excited to see which way it goes in Game 3.
Yeah, I'm not that familiar with Chances and Shandy Bundy. So I don't have anything to guess.
Yeah.
But given how this is 1-1, and that looked pretty close
Yeah, really close,
with
right?
with a wild Phoenix in the split for Shady Bunny. I forgot his name.
Shady Nasty.
Shady Nasty. Fuck.
Yeah. I thought you were doing
Apologies.
it on purpose.
Oh no. I mean, yes. Definitely on purpose.
Alright,
Shady
both
Nasty.
teams have used up their favourite masterminds, it looks like, so we'll have to see what they want to play for here in Game 3.
I'm expecting a classic Shadow Castle.
I think he's used Castle
No.
already. Yeah, he has.
Moneylender.
Oh,
He's
Moneylender,
doing
yeah.
Yeah.
He used it in Game 3 against Atrocity and Adams, right? And they were dominating that game for some points.
Yeah. He even had Stingmar's income in that game
Mhm.
with the Moneylender. Impressively enough.
Well, we should be able to get Game 3 underway fairly quickly. Ah, here it comes. Okay. Alright. So, game number 3 here in the lower bracket. The loser of this match is out of the tournament. So fingers crossed for both teams, and we'll see who is going to be victorious as we get into game number 3. Just a little bit more padding time so that Dumbo's laptop can catch up with the loading time, and we should be able to get right in with game number 3.
Laptop? Don't you mean toaster?
This toaster is overheating because that thing is still going. Okay. And we're in! Let's go!
Is that a hypercarry I see?
That is a hypercarry, you see, and that is Champion
Oda Mask
Snap
with Champ
Pick.
for Eteria?
My god, that is a roll for Azaria. When you're in your last chance match, when you see hypercarry on the board, what could you hope for more than Azaria, Poter Mask? I mean, Brewpot, I guess, if we're being serious. Just re-roll into that bad boy as well.
There's a Brewpot and reroll, trust. But you don't need it until wave 13, so it's fine. We can save it. Oh, we're getting a Shadow Fiesta. Oh, somebody's gonna get enabled with that nasty roll. This should be a fun match.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Dumbo Fiesta is always scary because Shady is not going to be receiving much Mythium this, or he will be receiving a lot of Mythium. It just won't come very frequently.
Shadow is not a fan of the drip.
He is not. Okay. Meanwhile, Chance's roll doesn't look great.
And he rerolled and swapped the.
Okay, yeah, he gets the Pipsqueak. Now his roll seems pretty good. Okay, I take it back.
I mean, he had Dog Tamer roll.
Dog Tamer, OP. Oh, the snail is coming out here into Shadow, but he actually opened with Pipsqueak of his very own. So the Fiesta not leaking on one tech, being rewarded here with the snail send. But Chance's got the same. So he's also on Pipsqueak, he's also getting a snail.
This looks like a classic 1-2-7 game.
Mm-hmm. Shady already sad not to receive any Mythium on one, having to stay 4 workers. That's really painful.
That feels bad, but Chances hasn't dropped his champ yet.
Hey, post-income Lizard, but Shady's on 215 value, so that Lizard is not going to get much work done, I don't think. There was a post-income snail into Dumbo, and he's very happy with that on his Fiesta Pipsqueak. We'll have to see how hard the nerfs have hit, because, again, 10 attack speed nerfs in a row, surely this thing can leak to a snail on 2 now.
I think it leaks to no send on 2, but it's like an 8% leak.
Okay. Or 42% to a snail, but again, Shadow's
Yeah.
completely fine with that, I think.
That's just a nice Fiesta.
Yeah. Especially since the snail was post-income.
Oh, yeah.
Alright,
I think if you're a
chances...
Teria, you drop the champ on wave 2, right? Just to show that don't bother full sending me on 3.
I
But
mean,
he
you
champed on
can.
wave 3.
I think he's pretty happy here if he does get a full send. So, like, if Shady decides to add the snail, that's just 2 more gold for him and 1 less king up for them.
Oh, yeah, because with champ you can't 7 workers with naked Poda.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. I'm a fan of the naked Poda on 3.
With Champion, yeah, like, the thing is so strong.
Even without.
Without
Usually
it
works
can be
out.
quite scary, right? If you're expecting a 40 send, I think without you can leak quite badly.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Which is an argument to put champ on wave 1. Pretty income heavy. What is this? Where are the short kings?
Where
Where's the
are the
starting?
short kings? I mean, look, I can see Eteria's role, and I can think, yeah, that's pretty strong in the late game. So maybe playing a bit more income heavy than usual is not such a bad thing in this situation. But
Yeah,
Dumbo,
I
I'm
c-
surprised
see it.
about. I thought he would play a bit more enable-y this time around.
You usually don't see him top power score.
Yeah, there's a bug in the system.
Yeah. Because man is always enabling.
He may start to turn the screws now, though. 50 Mythium in the bank. Wave 6, Wave 7, both could be pretty interesting.
Either that or just a cheeky brute, yeah.
That Fiend? Where? Who
What
is this
happened?
guy, and what has he done with Dumbo?
Can someone file a missing persons report, please?
Well, Shady Nasty, happy, I think, to be bailed out like this when receiving from Dumbo.
Yeah.
This
I
is
mean, he's
a...
plus 20.
Yeah, plus 20. He's absolutely chilling.
Get this overbuilder out of my game.
Representing Singapore, by the way, Chances and Shady Nasty.
Oh. I think they're my favorite Singaporean players. Shout
yeah.
out to Fizzlebutt.
Poor Fizzle Beast. They're certainly my favourite Singaporean players in the tournament today.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And again, another round of income. What is this handshake gaming coming out from Dumbo?
This is, I mean, we saw this in the previous matchup as well. Game 3, they
Yeah.
got scared. They played almost like regular players.
They played almost like normal humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pressed
Functioning
the
members
income
of
button.
society.
To be fair, they have insane late game rolls, so I can see it. And from what I see on Chances and Shady Nasty so far, their late game isn't going to be as strong as what Ateria and Dumbo have.
No, it's a bit lackluster.
You can never rule out like a Lumerian champion hypercarry, of course, but he just doesn't really have any combos to go with it. Here is quite unfortunate though. Dumbo with the 67% leak to income there.
Yeah, his Oathbreaker tanked 2 units, sadly.
Oh, okay.
So it didn't pop off. But I don't like Chances' role. His tank value consists of a Haven and dogs. Slime Mummy is not the Slime Mummy I know. She was nerfed.
She has been nerfed quite badly, actually, hasn't she? I think it was just a DPS nerf, but the attack speed actually makes her miss the mana quite often.
Yeah. And the mana change. Previously, she gained mana on when she was attacked, right?
Maybe?
There.
You're asking me
removed
to
that
remember
for-
things that happened more than
I'm
5
fairly
minutes ago.
certain that they removed the mana gain on being attacked from both Slime Mummy and Avenger.
Maybe, yeah. Certainly Avenger, like definitely Avenger. I don't know if
Yeah.
Slime Mummy was the same. I can't remember.
I think they did both because that, I mean, it allowed you to play very skillfully
Yeah.
based on the positioning of them, but also,
All right.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of moles coming out here, Bosun. Wave 8. Will
Yeah.
anybody be able to hold? Dumbo with the Lumerian. Okay, so if this thing doesn't die too quickly, he's going to be fine. But you said this thing under-tanked on 6, is that right?
yeah. But I
So he
think
needs
they
to
all
try
cook with
and-
this.
Okay. Alright, let's see how the Lumerian tanks.
Yeah, it'll cook.
Like, only tanking 2 there. That's not great, right? Oh, it's doing okay. But it will be a leak there from Dumbo. Ateria 79, Dumbo 50, and more to the point, Chances is holding, or very close to. This is pretty big king damage now, so short kings. Oof. This is not the start to the game they wanted.
I think Eteria could hold. I mean, he has one Hailrise and double False Maiden. If he
Yeah.
pulls moles left and just add a Garg under the mask in the split,
Tie things up a
He
bit,
might do.
just let the priestess do her thing.
yeah, that'll slap them all around and have the maidens do the thing.
He went for the long kite instead. Like, I respect the hustle, it just didn't work out for him.
Yeah. But Jules is not favoring them anymore.
No, I mean, Jules is a big fan of King HP, and they just lost quite a lot of it.
Yeah, a lot of gold. But Dumbo's still top power score though,
He is.
which is impressive.
He's in a decent position. The opponents do have the work lead now, though, and with this round of income and regen, they have by far the pressure lead as well. Okay, Ateria getting his priestess killed, but luckily the alpha male can clean up. There is a full send coming out here on 10. Eteria and Dumbo, they know it's coming. They go for a round of income. I'd like to see some king upgrades here as well.
Area has nothing for this wave.
Yeah, you really... I mean, 2 alpha males could be okay.
2 Alpha Male doesn't kill the boss.
Hmm.
They're just tanking for a while.
He needs to build something. He can't just shift 300 gold. Oh, he gets the Aziria. Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's an investment.
That was
Really
very
care.
last second, though. He was pretty close
Yeah.
to shifting 300 gold there.
Isn't I think Lioness is better DPS per gold than Alpha Male? Even
With a couple of
naked one.
buffs, certainly, but he could only get one buff on it. Dumbo, 44%. Eteria doing pretty good here with that Aziria, but it will be a leak. 26% for him. Shady Nasty leaking to income. Chances holding. And Short King's taking another chunk of king damage here on wave 10. It's death by 1,000 cuts at this point, Bosun.
At least they have king ups.
They do have king ups
And
this time around, yeah. They've learned their lesson from that match, and here comes the hyper carries. We've got the Aziria champion, we've got the Lumerian with the hyper carry, and actually Venture's picked up here on chances. He doesn't want the hyper carry on his Lumerian. That's crazy. Like it's a champion. Does he know how it works?
I would think the hyper carry after 3 stacks is worth more than 300 gold on the Lemurian.
I think so as well. Like that thing is pretty cracked.
I mean, the scaling alone makes it just. You think you could just keep that as his sole DPS and just build tanks for 14?
Yeah.
Because I'm expecting 14 to be the next end.
Yeah, 14 looks good. Now we have
Except
an
for the
egg
ventures,
dropped
of
here
course.
from Eteria. Just really making the most out of that Aziria. I'm enjoying the rhyming, by the way.
Stop lying. You're just practicing your lines for your brother's next song.
Solid
Shout
off
out to
tanking on
Nyctea.
the egg as well. The question is, can he keep that thing alive this time around? If he sticks an alpha male behind it, that will do the trick, I think. So we should have a fully
Yeah.
hatched Hydra on 13 from Eteria. Aren't we going to get the same aggro problem that Sagittarius had, though, when the egg does hatch? Like, the Aziri just won't tank anything again?
I think the masks fixes it. But maybe. Given how his Syria is hyper carry as well.
Yeah.
It could be a bit rough.
No
I
brood
would like
pods,
to
though.
see.
Oh, can you keep
Would
the egg
like to see
alive?
the egg lower.
Oh, we can. My god.
Easiest egg of his
This
life.
Eteria guy, he's a beast!
Impressive. Now, real gamers would put a second egg down here.
Mm-hmm.
Recognize that your
Fully
opponent
prepping
has
the masks here is Eteria, so going to be very strong on 14 with the DPS at least.
I think at this point you'll recognize that your opponent is Venture, since they're showing neither hyper carry nor GA.
Yeah, like you would know by now, right? So you know they've just gone for the gold route, and then maybe you just go income on 14 in that case.
I would go egg here.
Oh, another egg?
Yeah, but I'm a gamba gamer.
Yeah, you're crazy, man. Another egg here feels suicidal. Alright, both teams holding their nerve. Here's the thing, though. It is wave 14 and Eteria, and we know he's scared of the wave.
What chances shifting 300 gold here
Oh, wow.
to
Yeah.
bait send?
And the bait is successful. Eteria and Dumbo go for the wave 14 send. Chances and Shady Nasty, they will skip here. They're both... I mean, Chances is going to be overvalue. Shady... I mean,
With the Doomer.
he's basically on value as well as Shady Nasty. Oh, Chances with the full Doomsday out of nowhere as well. He's just going to destroy the wave, right? Like 5 Slime Mummies, 1 Doomsday. This wave is donezo.
Yeah. I think if you egg last wave and just sell it here, just to force them to 14 was probably the play.
Yeah. Well, here goes. I do
Because-
expect a hold there from Chances. Shady Nasty might leak, but it probably won't be huge. The Ogre is just disintegrating there in Shady's lane. Mimic is doing its thing, but so's the Phoenix. Really nice off-tanking over there. Will go down now, but it's done its job. Will it even go down? The Mimic just can't chew through the shield. Okay, it does.
It will get snagged eventually.
Yeah, but that's the only thing he's leaking.
Yeah.
Wait,
Now we have
does the
Krakens
Warpwing just win
out.
this 1v1? Oh,
No.
Mimic OP. Alright.
Oh, you don't even want that leak.
54 gold on the Mimic's not terrible, but this was definitely a failed send from Eteria and Dumbo. And can they survive the counter-attack on 15 is the question.
Another wave 14 curse for the Small Kings.
Yeah. This wave 14, man. If the game went straight from 13 to 15, I think these guys might be in the finals.
Yeah. Don't.
This is going to be...
Oh, Eteria is prepping masks for 16.
He's prepping Master for 16, but the send is coming now on 15. They may even end up shifting some gold as well. Okay, they got some units down at the last second there, but these sends are pretty huge. We've got 600 for Eteria, 640 for Dumbo. Lumerian survives the initial onslaught at least. That's something. Ah, but then it just instantly dies when the wave rotates. Okay, that's going to be a decent leak from Dumbo. Let's see, can the
Asteria soloing the
Azeria
boss?
pull off a miracle? It gets another heal. It gets another heal. The Azeria is cleaning up here for Eteria. The minus 500 value hold does kind of waste a spell there, though. That means it dies pretty quickly in the mid, but they will survive here, Bosun.
I mean, Hypercarrier looks like a hell of a lot more value than 300 gold right now.
Yeah, Hypercarry is looking like it's lifting some very heavy weight there for Eteria.
That Asteria just... He had the Biz aggro. The Asteria was solo tanking the boss, and the Mask were dealing with the ads. The small tentacle boys. That was pretty impressive tanking from his side.
It was really nice, yeah. I think if he hadn't wasted the spell against like one little octopus in the lane, he would have shaved off a pretty decent chunk of the boss's hit points as well.
Yeah. I mean, with the Hypercarry and lifesteal, he probably could have lived for a while as well.
Yeah.
Because she does a lot of damage on 15.
What is the
With the-
lifesteal at this point after so many waves? I can't click
It should be.
It's impossible
It was
to click
16%. So she healed a lot, and the Needler had lost this momentum, so the DPS on that was pretty low.
So I wonder if it's going to be a wave 17 send, or do they plan to go longer? No, it is 17, okay. Ogres are the call here from Eteria, trying to get through those havens. I can see that. And it's a full send from Chances and Shady Nasty as well.
But why the GK? For this? Wouldn't you just do imps?
Does Eteria know that alpha males buff each other? Debuff each other? He does. He found it out. Alright, now this Azeria is going to need to do some work here again for Eteria. They're getting another fairly big send, and even though they skipped wave 15 themselves, they had a pretty big worker disadvantage. So the sends are not going to be too dissimilar. This is pretty big sends all around. Shady
Oh,
Nasty.
Asteria died.
Oh, the Azeria died? Uh-oh. That's bad news there for Eteria. He was relying on that thing to do a lot of heavy lifting in his lane. And yeah, this is going to be a bad leak for Eteria. Shady Nasty leak 70, so does Dumbo. Eteria, though, 102% leak. That's the game. It's a mess. Are going through to the last chance match. Short Kings They fought valiantly, but their tournament journey will end here. There you have it, Bosun. What do you think?
Oof. It was a good match.
That was a good match. That was pretty
Was
fun to watch.
close.
I'm glad we got to see the game 3 there after Atrocity and Adams were too eager to close out their series at 2-0. So, alright, we've seen 2 best of 3s so far. We will have another short break now, and then we'll get back into that last chance match. So that will be Chances and Shady Nasty, and they will be facing off against Fine and Sagittarius. So that's going to be an exciting game to watch. Make sure you don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. That game should start about 10 minutes from now. So Twitch chat, we will see you then. Until then, bye.
Oi. Perfect. Are we on?
All right. Welcome back, Twitch chat. Welcome back. Both Bosun saying he's ready and then going for the readjustment as soon as we go live. Beast mode.
I thought I had time to swap my snooze. I'll wait until I'm off camera for that shit.
All right,
kinda nasty.
Bosun. We have a very exciting game ahead of us right now. We have It's a Mess, who we just seen with their 2-1 victory over Dumbo and Eteria. They will be fighting for their tournament lives up against Team Spont, so that is Fine, and Sagittarius, who were knocked down to the last chance match by Adams and Atrocity. So I think it's fair to say Fine and Sergi are the likely upper dogs of this match. But Chances and Shady Nasty, they could throw a spanner in the works here. Like, we saw them playing very, very well there against Shadow and Eteria. And, I mean, look, they've been, I think, at least 2.9k ELO this season, so they're certainly not too shabby. But I think if I were to put money on it, I would have to go with the safe option of Fine and Sagittarius. Like, they've won a bunch of Nova Cups already, and they just play together every single month, right? So, super, super strong players. And, yeah, but let's see. We've seen a lot of upsets already, especially with Dumbo and Eteria damn near knocking Atrocity and Adams out in the first round of the day. So, Chances and Shady, I'm here for it. Let's see what they've got. What do you think?
I am excited, but I fear this might be not as close as the matchup versus Ethereum, the Short Kings.
The Short Kings.
As both Fine and Sagi are very, very good players at the income game.
Yeah, they are. They are for sure.
They're very familiar with the scaling for late game. And I mean, both the matches we saw from these guys, they utilized Venture to the full extent. And I don't see a world where Fine and Sagi don't know how to abuse that fact.
Yeah. And I would imagine Fine and Sagi to just be better able to take over the early game as well.
Both of them favors the early game masterminds, usually.
Yeah.
So it might be tough. But it also, I mean, it could easily be a 2-1, but I don't see Chances and Shady Nasty winning this matchup.
Shah Dynasty, you mean?
Nah.
We've had some alternative pronunciations in the chat.
I mean, I'm Norwegian. My accent is a bit fucked up. So I can pronounce it however I want.
Hey, I'm not going to argue with a Viking, man. I'm keeping quiet on that one.
There you go. It's probably the correct pronunciation. We don't know. I mean, there's no capitalization in the name.
He's Singaporean, right? So it could be anything. Okay. Game number 1 of this last chance match is ready. Oh, let's go. Scoreboard. Oh, no, I don't have the right name in there. I still have Short Kings down. Let me just update that very quickly. All right, that should update at the start of the wave. Meanwhile, Bosun, what do we think about the spells and the masterminds?
Ooh, I like to see Shepherd being cooked.
Oh yeah, that's really nice actually. We haven't seen it so far today, have we?
No, I've played a couple of games with it. It feels pretty good. The sheep is pretty fun to have around.
I think it's a bit of a big brain mastermind, right? Like you can just maximize your aggro pulls and stuff like that. So I think it's a very high skill cap mastermind.
Yeah, you can play around with the GK sense from Shadow and to treat it as a free way to adjust the split at your own behest. But Fine and Sagi are doing what's expected and going high income early game masterminds with the cartel and cash out.
Cartel cash out. Shah Dynasty's on the cash out as well.
You mean Shady Nasty?
Shh. A dynasty.
Then the question is, what is SHA? Is that the hashing algorithm or is it something else? We don't know.
Fine going for the 5 worker Windhawk will be leaking here to no send, maybe baiting his opponents into thinking he's Fiesta, and then getting a free snail on 2. Don't mind if he does.
I mean, that's why I always nail on 1.
Always.
Always.
I'll remember that.
Always be predictable.
ABC? Wait, no.
ABs, ABP.
ABP.
Kind of like the Windhawk into Atom opener.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's pretty balanced from armor and damage type perspective.
Shady.
I mean, the Atom is good every wave.
Yeah, literally no weak waves, right?
Yeah.
Shady's not falling for it though. There won't be a post-income snail coming out here. Chances does get one. The sheep, will that be enough to make him hold? It's close.
I don't think. Yeah, but warping does reduce damage like 0.
Oh, it's literally the easiest hold of his life. What am I talking about? Yeah. Sheep is broken. Alright, Dragon Turtle's coming out here from team It's a Mess. Fine and Saji, what are your answers? Well, we have Pipsqueak, which is very good. We have a Nekomata addition here from Saji, so I think he's going to be just fine. His teammate, who is also fine, should be fine as well. This is fine. Again, phenomenal emote usage. This is the production value that the folks at home have come for.
I remember last time I casted and figured out that the things were not functioning on Mac OS.
Oh,
That
gutted.
was a sad day.
So you back on Windows today? Or Linux?
Yeah, I mean, I moved now, so now I got my own gaming station up and running.
Beast.
So at least I can ping again.
That is very useful. I can't imagine
I mean-
playing without pings. Like, what can you do if you can't drop a Jules in the opponent's lane when they have a broken combo?
Exactly. I mean, what did we do before ping became a thing? It's only like 2 years old, right? I
Been
remember the
around
Dark
for
Ages.
Yeah, a while now, but it was one of the better additions to the game, it has to be said.
Yeah.
All right, another round
the
of
ping
income
wheel.
from all 4 players. So once again, everybody is just focusing on their own economy right now, not really trying to break anybody else.
Handshake gaming. I would think that favors the Zip-on machine. As they are the kings of handshake gaming.
Oh, will the atom go down? It will. Shady Nasty leaking there to the triple snail. Ah, fine is just fine, right? Well, Chance is leaking as well to a lizard king up. That's not ideal. Alright, first blood will go the way of Spont Machine, with a couple of unforced errors there from It's a Mess. Oh, and
Yeah, that's the
Saji can
curse of
smell
the
the
gun.
blood. He already has a brute shift clicked. Will he get it in time? He will.
Ooh.
Okay. Fine, just going for the auto send though. Alright, so. Shad in a sty. What is his answer to the brute here? Gate Guard's pretty good.
I like how every time you pronounce his name, you change the pronunciation.
I'm quite proud of Shad in a sty.
Yeah, it's pretty. That's on point.
How does he do against the brute here? More to the question. 80 Mythium, not too shabby, but he's got good units for the wave. Will the Gate Guard
Oh,
get
the
out the
Gate
second
Guard,
summon?
no.
No! Aye, if he could have just got that extra dog, he would have done really, really well. As it is, 35% leak there for Shady. Still, not too bad, honestly, for the first power send of the game, especially because teammate will be full holding, should be able to cover a decent amount of that leak as well.
I'm still stuck on the share dynasty.
You're going to spend the entire game just thinking about ways to pronounce the name.
Pretty impressive.
Alright. Even more king damage now going the way of Spont. And another brute coming out from Sagittarius. So he is in danger of speedrunning 0 income, but at the same time, Chances and Shady, they're taking king damage wave after wave here. There's only so many pro leaks you can afford before your king goes down.
Yeah, it's not a pro like if you mate leaks. That is a known. But yeah, I can see SHA. China style.
You can't just read the letters individually and call it a pronunciation.
Dude, it's a learning disability.
Aye, this is a major Waldo here
Oh.
from Chances. So Shady with the 60% leak is understandable, but Chances, that is unforgivable. Leaking to the Lizard army there. As a result, it's a mess. Speedrunning death here in game 1.
Wave 6 kind of slaps the king
Yeah, really does, right?
with the debuff stacking. Yeah, it's pretty rough.
39%. They do have a pretty big counter attack here on wave 7, but as a result of all of that gold, Sagittarius is just dropping a Shadow Dancer here without having to sell anything, without even having to shift much, I don't think, on the previous wave. Fine. I mean, he's just building 2 Green Devils out of nowhere. He's on 835 value. This is looking pretty rough for It's a Mess.
Yeah, and the power score reflects that.
Yeah, it does. And Jules is a big fan of Spont Machine right now. Well, the Mimic is on the back line here from Sagittarius, but there's a lot of fortified HP for it to get through. It's finally onto the Dancer now, but a lot of the wave has already gone down, and in fact the Mimic has been sniped there.
And the mole has been sniped.
The Mole has been sniped as well. They do both leak, matching 40% leaks there for Fine and Sagittarius. But this won't be too much king damage, I don't think. It certainly won't even up the score. This is fine. Yeah, they're still looking pretty healthy there on 67% when all is said and done. And once again, Jules very happy with the way things are going for Spont. 70% win probability for the side. While Shad in a sty, he's right down here at the bottom of the power score.
It's looking rough. Do you see any outs for them? Wave 10?
10 looks pretty good, yeah. They don't even really have anything in their roles, right? Like, Alpha Male can be quite good. And maybe Alpha Male would be enough for Fine, because then he could have his atoms do the DPS, right?
Yeah. I can see Alpha Male doing a lot of heavy lifting there.
But Sagittarius, he doesn't really have anything, not even in the rest of his role that we can see, and it looks like he's used a reroll already.
Yeah, he's looking pretty rough for 10.
Just an income send here coming out from Fine and Saggy. Now that could be what It's a Mess really need, because they should be absolutely fine to hold the income send here, push pretty decently and go for a big play on 10. But just look at the talking is hard. Look at the economic situation, Bosun. Like, they're so far behind in workers and income already for It's a Mess. This game is snowballing.
Fine literally gained value last wave.
Yeah. He's receiving from 11 workers, right? Like, even if they're skipping waves, Shady just can't really put much pressure on at all with 11 workers.
That is it's looking rough.
We do have the Ascends queued, though, from Chances at least.
Looks like he's ordering one of each.
Mm-hmm. And another mole here from Shady.
I don't think I like a mole into... Oh, Fine reroll into Disciple. He's just fine.
Yeah. He's chilling. He's also 1500 value here on 10, so I think he's going to be okay against a 260 send.
Yeah. Sadly, just recognizing that it's leaking the way and going for Lumerian. I
Yep.
can respect that.
Well, it means he can full push, right? So, sure, he
Yeah.
might leak here, but then he doesn't need to build on wave 11 at all.
Lumerian does ability damage, right?
No, it's all magic damage. I think it's just pure auto attack damage.
Oh, so GK is pretty good against it.
Well, GK doesn't have the ability damage thing anymore, right?
Oh shit.
Someone
look at
hasn't
that.
been reading the patch notes. Yeah, fine.
As
Absolutely
someone-
clapping the send there. Sagittarius does leak. It is a 25 gold shutdown, but meanwhile, both Chances and Shady leaking plus value to much smaller sends here on wave 10. This game is going from bad to worse.
I don't
yeah.
see any outs. There's no king spells that will save them. Income disparity, even with the cartel debuff or reduction of income. Fine, it's just floating above everyone else.
Yeah. And Sagittarius is just leagues ahead now. Like, his work account is so much higher than Shady's. His income is nearly 100 higher than Shady's. This is just crazy. And the longer the game goes, the more that this will just continue to pull further and further into the lead.
It's yeah, I don't see any outs. I think game is just gonna end on 14. Or, I mean, they could just end it on 13 as well.
I think they can kind of do whatever they want at this point. They're just going for a round of income sends here, and sure, Chances and Shady they're saving, but again, they just don't have the work accounts to make the save count.
Jill's given them 18% win chance. It's pretty optimistic.
Yeah, I was going to say, that feels generous.
I would set 5 in this position.
There is a hero for Shady, but there's no great carry unit to make use of that hero. Sagittarius, meanwhile, he does. So he's going to have APS, DK with hero, and yeah.
Sounds balanced.
Sounds balanced. There's no brew pots, though. So maybe it's balanced after all.
That is a good point.
Maybe that's been Jules' philosophy all along, you know? It's like every time someone complains about balance, he introduces something that's even more broken than the last time. He's like, you guys think that's unbalanced? Hold my beer.
And then Rahir releases 5 hotfixes to nerf the unit. Classic. Except for Monolander.
Yeah,
That was
Moneylender's
pretty shit on
getting
launch.
buffs after buffs after buffs. Alright, so the send is coming here on 13. There's a Centaur from Chances into Sagittarius, which I don't really understand. In the end, it might not be that bad, because we see Sagittarius adding slime mummies here.
Yeah, but a single slime army doesn't require a full centaur alone.
No. And
Maybe I was
Fine's
scared
even
of-
shifting 120 gold, by the way. He's not scared here at all, and I don't think he needs to be.
I mean, he's just cooking up Gate God, Harbinger value.
Yeah. Harbingers will get the second round of dogs out, and he looks like he's kind of chilling. Meanwhile, for Sagittarius, that will be a leak.
It's a league for Fine as well.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that coming for Fine.
I mean, with the 120 gold shifted, he's getting a Waldo.
Yeah. Like, if he had built there, that would have been a hold for sure, right? Okay, well that's 250 gold shutdowns, and it's a lot of league gold actually going the way of Chances and Shady. The question is, will it be enough? Because Fine and Sagi both have nearly 500 Mythium ready for the counterattack. It has gained them some ground. They've gone up from 18% win chance all the way up to the dizzying heights of 20.
That 20 feels a lot more realistic. But
yeah,
they
they
need to
got
hold the 15 cent.
a huge influx of gold there on 13.
That was a lot of late gold. But I don't see Shady Nasty holding 15. Wait, did he sell his Fire Lord? No, it's just not showing for me. Okay, maybe he holds. It's not showing on my mini scoreboard.
Yeah, I don't see it on my scoreboard either. Interesting. Jules? Fixed game?
Desync? Nah.
I mean, Shady
It's
is
back
on
now.
value still. Chances is looking pretty good on 15. The question is, will Fine and Sagittarius send? Because they could try 16.
I mean, Fine being plus 105.
Oh,
it's
they
just,
do.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, okay. Alright, interesting, interesting.
I don't like how Fine hasn't built this here and not for the nucleus position.
Yeah, a little bit greedy perhaps, but he has other good mana users as well. I think
Yeah,
he's
but-
not really trying to build a nucleus in general, right? He just wants to maximize his other things.
That's fair. I guess with white mains and lionesses, you kind of want to go Sea Dragon route now
Yep.
for the value.
Alright, surely all 4 players will go for this wave 16 send, right? There's no way they can skip. They might try Income King for It's a Mess, but that feels very optimistic. It seems like their best chance would be to go for a race. They do.
Yeah.
So, power send coming out from both sides. Obviously, the send from Spont Machine is significantly larger. So we'll have to see if Chances and Shady have any hopes of survival here.
I mean, there is a world where Glacial Touch just kills everything, but a minus 950 isn't happening.
He also has pretty bad tanks for the wave as well, right?
Yeah. It's looking rough for him.
It's looking rough. And he's minus 950.
Yeah. Glacial, I would evaluate to like 400 gold this way, though.
Yep, it's pretty good. His Glacial... Okay, it's fine. It's only tanking 1 Robo now. Oh, will their Slime Mummies get the mana? They will, so he's getting quite a lot of bonus slimes, but now the Centaurs are coming in hot, actually. Triple Centaur slicing through those baby slimes like nobody's business. That's a 79% for Shady, 83 for Chances, and sure, Fine and Sagittarius leak as well, but the race will be won by Team Spont. That's 1-0, and that's a pretty good start to the series for Fine and Sagittarius.
Victory.
Well, there you have it, Bosun. What do you think from that game there? It felt quite one-sided to me.
It felt very one-sided, but I was impressed they found the 13 angle.
They made a
I
ton
didn't
of goals from that.
Yeah, and I think there's a world where they could have, like, we got them at 13. Let's not full build 14 to bait value.
Yeah.
To trick them into sending 15.
Where they were both quite a bit stronger. Yeah.
Yes. If they just build 200 gold worth on 14 to bait, that's the play. I don't know if it would have worked because both Fine and Sagi are able to
Worth
do
a
math.
try, though, right? Like, they needed to make
I mean,
something happen.
it is your out.
Yeah, yeah.
In that position, you have nothing else to do.
Alternative,
crazy
maybe, like, if you want to throw a real Hail Mary, you just full push on 13.
Double Sui after the 13.
Yeah, just double Sui and go for a wave 15 or even a wave 14 and see if you can make something happen there. But that's very, coin flippy.
That is third game kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not spectating Chubis and Fizzlebutt.
Oh, they would go for that play every day of the week.
They would go for it every single time.
Yeah.
Impressive enough. But I like that I found out. Gives me hope for this matchup. This match.
Yeah.
And without cartel and cash out, I'm curious to see what Fine and Sagittarius goes for. I would think I've seen Fine be very comfortable with champion. Sagi is used to be a cartel one-trick pony, but that's probably like a year ago.
Well, Cartel is gone as well, right? So Fine played it in the previous.
Yeah,
So Seiji can't pick it up again here. There's a lot to choose from.
I think Sagi is going to do redraw. I've seen him do a lot of redraw in the stream.
I know Fine plays a lot of YOLO on the ladder, but that feels that's a ladder pick, right? You don't really want to go for that in the Nova Cup unless you're just kind of styling on your opponents.
Unless you're a developer and know the role.
Yeah.
Shout out Bahir.
Shout out Drakia. Okay, game 2. Let's go. Will Spont Machine make it into a 2-0, or will It's a Mess be able to level up the series?
This is the kind of king spells I like to see. Blessing, AoA, and Battle Scars. OG spells. I like it.
Does anyone
Fine,
have a
actually,
really standout?
Look at that YOLO.
Oh, he does YOLO as well. Okay, that's all right.
Yeah.
That's a roll.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
Yeah. Where's our "This is fine" emotes? I mean, what can he do? He kind of has to start either Nightmare or Gun, and then can't really push unless he just suicide pushes.
His 3 cheapest units are 145 gold, 170, and 190, and they're all pierce damage.
We talked about him styling on his opponents, but this might be a pretty clear way for him to get styled upon.
Yeah. God, if I'm fine right now, I'm blaming Jules.
Yeah. I mean, if this was a Drakir YOLO, it would be full Potamask with Berserker and Brewpot as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Gotta get the pot cooking.
Yeah. Sagi going for the classic Bone Warrior. Fire Archer start.
The opponents has no idea.
Well, they don't know what they're in
cooking.
for. Yeah.
We're in for a show.
I think when they see Nightmare splitting with a Elite Archer on wave 3, they might have a clue that he's got a bit of a weird roll going on.
I think in that position, you just fucking send it, right?
Oh, he already has, actually. He's gone 5 workers, which means he definitely can't afford to build anything on wave 3. He's just going to Sui. He's going to go full 7 workers and just take the leak.
Oh. I mean, if this turns into a perfect Sui cross, I'm all for it.
The other great thing is, you tend not to full send a Nightmare on 3 because you just think it's going to hold with something. So, I mean, maybe he goes for a Lizard or something and then King Ups, but...
Definitely. But that is one of the YOLO rolls of all time.
Oh,
its only tank value is fortified and it's 270 or 280 gold.
The other thing is it doesn't really get better in the late game. Sometimes you get these rough YOLO rolls, but then by the time you get to wave 11 or whatever and you can afford to build your tier 6s, you can actually turn the game around really nicely. In this case, all of his tier 6s are just fortified Pierce units. So it's he's not going to have a good late game either.
At least he got Pierce covered. 5 out of 6
He did get the snail as well. I mean, this is a big leak now from Fine.
But if you're Fine now, what do you do in this position? Do you shift for the gun on 5?
I mean, what can he do? I don't think he can afford to build anything on 4 now after he leaks 82%. And his teammate is leaking as well. Okay. Well,
You're getting a wall though.
I think It's a Mess may well be evening up the series here in game 2. I think that's fair to say. I might just update the scoreboard now, save some time later.
Don't cast the curse them.
Yeah.
We just
He literally can't build. He will be leaking again to the lizard here.
the stream just caught up to one.
Yeah, I
Shabazz
see
roll.
the nice yellow comments. Now, the real question is, will Shah Dynasty add the snail here? No, he doesn't. Okay. Obviously, he doesn't know just how rough Fine's YOLO roll is.
I've seen Johnny C do this Fiesta
Yeah,
style, I think.
yeah. It can be pretty good. But he's
They
not
don't know
Fiesta
it's-
either, is the thing. So he's not getting any compensation gold for these leagues.
No, but he's getting style points from chat.
Oh, for sure. And he actually has the worker lead, so he is getting Mythium. It's not a complete
Oh, yeah.
disaster.
Question is,
Oh,
how
wait.
does he have...
This is
Oh,
a
he
wave
has
5 mimic from both. Okay.
Oh, how did we miss that? We were so
Okay. I mean, we were too busy laughing at the at the nightmare solo build that we were kind of forgot to keep track of the Mythium counts. All right. Well,
Annie can afford the archer? Bro is
What a-
cooking.
what a beast. I think he might still leak here on 5. I'm not sure. Chances and Shady actually saving their Mythium here on 5 is... that's a choice.
Wait, chances are shifting 120 gold.
Ain't no way. Ain't no... Oh, they're expecting the wave 6 send? My god. Uh-oh. 200 Mythium. They might just die. I think they're dead, Bosun.
Seriously?
Yeah. Mimics on 5? Are you kidding me? King is gone. 89% leak for chances. Shady's doing very well, but the Mimic still gets through. That is 2 full HP Mimics on the King, wave 5. 2 King upgrades only. I think they're dead.
What the?
These Mimics are not playing around, man.
Oh, David slapping.
Okay. Wait, can the King kill 1 Mimic? Oh, it's a mess. I mean, sure. That's
Play your outs.
he shifted 120 gold. They saved their Mythium and he shifted 120 gold. Man. Okay, I mean, props to Fine. He just won a game with the worst YOLO roll I've seen for quite some time. There you have it. Spont Machine are through to the semi-finals tomorrow. It's a mess. Or out of the tournament. What a way to go 2-0. My god.
They found an out. They played to it.
Yeah, that's
They
crazy.
wanted to 5 them, but with a Poda, why would you expect a 5 send?
It was King up on 1 into straight wave 5. But yeah, they thought they were safe with the Priestess. They weren't expecting the Mimics to come out. Wow. Okay. I mean, I was already calling it for It's a Mess. And you told me, Bosun. You told me not to Caster's Curse them. But it was too late. It was too late. The game was over on wave 5. Wow. Okay. Well, given all of the back and forth best of 3 games that we've seen so far on the series, I think it's only fitting for the day to end on a game like that. Brilliant. Fine and Sagittarius, they played to their outs. You've got to commend them for that. They had an absolutely hopeless YOLO roll. They had 1 chance and they made it happen. Fair play.
I mean, yeah, it takes experience to recognize your outs.
Yeah, and they...
I mean, can I come with a song suggestion of when you send the stream?
Yeah. 4 Eyes on
Four Eyes on-
5.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can't like remaster it in time to become Mimics on 5, but...
Dude, where's your brother when you need them?
Yeah.
He
Oh,
never
they,
streams anymore.
they would have survived if he had full built, right? Or even if they just
Yeah.
go Income King, they survive. But I guess
If
they
he
just...
turns one of those boners into Crusher, they survive.
Yeah, for sure. Like all they needed was a little bit more juice because it came down to Mimic on 1 HP against the King, right? But wow, okay. I mean, they didn't expect it, we didn't expect it, and we have caster vision, and we still were surprised. Well, I'm pretty speechless, but what a way to end the day. Okay.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
entertaining.
Well, okay, ladies and gentlemen, the show is over a little sooner than I expected. I did think we would get a game 3 out of this. But nevertheless, it has been a very entertaining day of games. We had some very good back and forth. Shout out to Dumbo and Ateria for that tournament debut, and to Shady and Chances for their first Nova Cup showing as well. Unfortunately, neither team make it through to tomorrow's semi-finals, but they put on a hell of a show, and hopefully we get to see more of them in the future as well. So from me, a massive thank you to Bosun for joining me on the cast. It's been a pleasure. I have to say we're rocking these matching hoodies. And
Who knew Legion could look this good?
talk about style points, man.
Yeah.
And yep, so final thing, congratulations to the players who do make it through to the semis. That is Atrocity and the Dams. That is Fine and Sagittarius. Some very well fought games there. And it's great to see those teams make it through to the semis. But that's everything from me. Bosun, any last words from you before we put on your song recommendation?
Thanks for having me. And remember, if you roll a shitty YOLO, just fucking Mimic up 5. Works every single time in our cup, apparently. What?
Words of wisdom there from Bosun. Okay, guys, that is all we have time for today. Make sure you're back tomorrow for those semis and grand finals. It promises to be a very entertaining day of games. Until then, goodbye.